Yes, welcome to Talk at the Tavern, Monday. What is it? December 11th. And,
It is.
sorry, somebody messages me right when I start the show. Always good. And we're going to be discussing holiday madness and capitalistic opportunities.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are, baby. Yeah. Here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come right over. Oh, somebody's already playing with their cock?
I think it's Kevin.
Hold on. Let me just send this gentleman wants to know about publishing poems. I'll explain it to him later. Okay, so. Okay, stop talking to me. Come talk to me over here.
God damn these people trying to have a life while we're doing shit.
See, Ian, I'm totally with you, buddy. It's he's like little Bob Ross crack, isn't he? Not Bob Ross, little crack. But... Hey, look, here's a Greg.
Hey, Greg, what's up, dude?
Hi.
I understand he's not actually listening, so
we'll have to wave.
Here, hold on. Here, we'll just do. We'll just do this. There we go. That's for Greg. There we go. Yep.
Sonar's here.
Well, we got ourselves a sonar and an Ian.
Nice, there's a party going on this week already.
Good to see
Look
you.
at this.
I was watching her fish earlier. She was in New York. Well, the video game was in New York. She, I assume, was in Virginia. And hello to Von Hegner.
She was somewhere. It was pretty neat, though.
It was. It's surprising.
I watched.
You're either very interesting or we're very easily entertained. Possibly a blend of the two.
All of the above.
Hard to say. Okay, I guess we could do the intros. Let me make sure. Yeah, I got everything up and running here. Yes, encoding. Good. Okay, we're good. We're live. We're going to start with the heathen that doesn't celebrate Christmas, Kevin Crew.
Fuck Christmas. That's my contribution to this evening. I'm just going to sit back for the next 3 hours now.
Did you see my shirt?
What the? Nice. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, baby.
I refer the honourable gentleman to the photograph I sent him of me the other day.
That's right.
Of me with a bauble hung out of my mouth, wearing a bar humbug hat.
I can do this right here. There, everybody. There it is. There's Kevin.
Have you got it for everyone? That's kind of you. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, this is how I feel about Christmas. I'm not normally a miserly kind of bastard, but yeah, tonight might be a bit of a negative one for me. Anyway, hi everyone, I'm Kevin.
By the way,
it's 1:05 in the morning in the UK, and I'm ridiculously drinking strong black coffee in order to stay awake. I've had a cold all week. Work sucks. My ass is getting a beating from my job.
Yeah.
Life is miserable. Yeah. Hi.
So, Von Hegner asked, when do the three spirits show up? That's actually Wednesday when Andrew and I go over to Ed's house to review vodka, rum, moonshine.
And gin.
Oh, no. Yeah, we got whiskey, bourbon, and then gin also. Yeah, we got a lot. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you put Punisher on her.
Yeah,
nice.
that's pretty.
Wow.
She's all
yes.
Castle, hold your tits. I'm going to talk to them now. You just go over there, play with your weapon. Speaking of weapons, we have a living weapon here. There's Ed Summers, the weapon of Christmas.
What up? I'm wearing my Christmas hat tonight. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Yeah. I'm drinking, Jefferson's Reserve. It's a bourbon whiskey.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Is that Bowman?
I don't think so.
That's not the A. Smith Bowman?
No.
Okay.
No.
And then, last but not least, the angel I like to put on top of my tree. Andrea of Night Operations.
Yeah, he does.
Hey, everybody. Just Pepsi. It's a little baby Pepsi for me. With sugar.
Wait till she tries that other rum. So smooth. I did the
That'll
videos
be later.
for that, Ed. Yeah, well, so smooth.
Oh, Christmas cards. I did mine.
Yeah, it's make
Travis
sure
has to sign them so we could send them out.
and write personal notes in them. You know, actually, yeah,
Is that a communal thing for all of us? Because I've just had that as well. Like my wife this evening has gone to me, tomorrow night we need to do the Christmas cards. I have a list of ones you need to write.
See,
do you get that, Ed?
No, we don't do Christmas cards.
Fair enough. We don't do loads. We just do the immediate family. We're not one of these people who send out cards to every goddamn person we've ever met on the face of the planet.
Andrew and
I seem to have
we
plenty
don't
of
send them
friends
to
who
everybody.
What we do is we keep track of, first and foremost, who lets us know they fucking got it. If you cannot acknowledge that you received it, we're not expecting one back. Just go, hey, got the card, thanks, cool. Yeah, if you can't respond and let us know it arrived, you're off the Christmas card list the next year. Yeah, well, Ed, you generally let us know.
Not you, Ed.
Do we send you one, Ed? We usually do, don't we? Okay.
Yeah, every year.
Well, we talk to him often, so.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's the people, like, when you might be on the list, and I hate to, like, start picking out people.
She's on the list.
Oh, you're on the list, okay. Because I've interacted with you. You were a positive influence in my life this year, and you were around the whole year. So, yeah, the card is just me going, I like you. Thanks for hanging out.
Yes. Von Hagner, yes. That's a good Christmas drink. Scappa, best single malt made. Yeah.
I am drinking.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, I'm Travis Sivart, by the way, the host. And this is Jameson whiskey in my new snow present day. Snow day
Family gets you.
And I am smoking some Pembroke, which is a choice English cognac blend today, which is actually, it's quite a popular brand. Apparently expensive.
Do you get much of a brandy flavor from it?
I haven't had it in a while, so I'll tell you in a minute. But I did bring this pipe, which I love the shape of this pipe. This nice calabash shape. But
nice.
It doesn't smoke well. It burns hot in here.
It's almost Holmesian.
Oh, very, very. I have only found a few tobaccos that don't burn too hot in this, but this one I actually have to stop smoking once in a while. And of course, my robot penis tamper, which I guess it's time to switch it out for a different one. Hey, guess what? I filled my fucking lighter this time.
Oh, yay.
His fucking lighter.
What you need to do is just park by the door, then you can just run out when the song's
Hello, Gene. And Ian is smoking a light woodsy house blend dropped off by a friend.
Nice.
And he's got it paired with a crisp apple ale.
Good choice. There we go. There's my charring light. And
for the record, then, I am smoking hand-rolled drum original blue this evening. But I would show you the pretty packet, but it's not pretty because in this country they're all black and covered with pictures of death.
Well, that's pretty to goth people.
I know, it's great.
Oh, okay. What have we got tonight?
We don't have that here.
Smoking increases the risk of blindness. This is all tobacco packets in this country, and all cigarette packets are now this uniform black with these big, heavy yellow and white warnings all over them, in a variety of lovely pictures showing diseased lungs, pictures that imply male impotence. They're all great fun. It's almost like a collector's set.
Is anybody else hard?
Von Hagner's smoking some ribs.
Yeah.
I want some.
On the way.
So let's see. Okay, besides the heart with Greg in it, what else do I have? I had a few topics for before we get rolling, which I'm looking forward to tonight, guys. I just think it's going to be laid back, relaxed, and a hell of a good time. Really looking forward to it. Because we get to bitch about stupid people during the holidays. Come on. Hey, Gene. Glad you made it. Glad your computer survived the updates.
Hello, Gene.
Speaking of Gene, and Gene, this is not striking out at you because you're not the only one. Patreon Thanks for mooing, whoever mooed.
It wasn't.
Patreon changed their fee setup. So now they're charging the creators less. They're taking less out of our money, but they're charging, and they're still charging us something, but they're now charging the patrons more up front. And because of this, I have seen patrons dropping off Patreon. So, Gene, you're not the only one. And by the way, anybody who has ever given us on Patreon, as we said last week, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And
really thank you for that.
yeah, and in no way should anybody ever hesitate to withdraw that when the time comes for whatever reason they have. There's no bad reason.
We're not going to send the boys round.
Yeah, we are. Unless that's what you want.
Yeah, unless that convinces you to
Send money.
support us on Patreon.
That needs to be a higher dollar donation, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, enough to fly me over for a start.
Yeah, I see that too. That the change in people on social media is very upset about it.
Yeah, and Gene,
yeah, they kind of backdoored it in. There wasn't really any advance notice to those of us who use Patreon that they were going to do it. They just suddenly went live and went, "Oh, hey, this is what we're doing now."
Right. And Jean did say she's going to support us through Twitch. She actually contacted me going, "Hey, how do I stop giving you money, asshole?" She might have phrased it differently, but I heard it. And yeah, I pulled it up for her and whatnot. Yeah,
He is looking high def, isn't he? It's that new room.
Who's looking high def?
Ian says that Ed's looking high def.
Oh, you can actually see me.
Oh, not Ian. I'm sorry. Sonar.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, with the wood background and the hat and stuff, Ed, is that just your natural bent towards automatically putting on camouflage?
You got it.
Are you just blending into the background even when you're on a podcast?
Sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I like it.
I think it's the background
natural survival instinct.
And new lighting. New lighting. Kevin did threaten to get a new camera, so he's a little more clear for the ladies.
I'm still not sure that would be a good idea, though. I think staying blurry is probably both in my and the viewing public's best interest.
Well, if you're not blurry, they'll drink enough till you are.
This is true. We encourage.
Expect some new folks joining us, guys. What's the matter? What'd you hide?
I know why I'm blurry. Because I still didn't remove the little plastic thing from my camera.
Oh, so much more clear.
Da, da, da.
And
it's
Bob,
like a live on it.
I was wondering why I was blue.
Bob has arrived.
What up, Bob?
We exchange one Bob for another.
Oh, Bob Ross.
Talk about Britt enjoying his pink room.
It's not pink, motherfucker. It's kind of terracotta.
Looks pink to me.
Like a very pale terracotta.
Kind of pink over here. Oh, yeah, we are broadcasting from Retro Daddio only for 2 more weeks. Then we're to the new location. Still broadcasting from Retro Daddio. That is pretty, Ed. The Jefferson's Reserve. I'm sorry, I just saw your picture of your alcohol. Yeah. Kevin posted a cat. Sorry, guys. Easily distracted tonight.
That's why I posted it earlier. I figured you'd see that earlier. I was like, let's get the cat picture out of the way now before it distracts Travis, but no.
So what I was saying is, yes, if you're backing off Patreon, please feel free to. You can get bits on Twitch by clicking up top where it says get bits, and you watch little videos.
Get what?
Bits.
Okay.
I see where you're going with this. Shades of salmon on my end. You should see a doctor, Ian.
That's
but
funny.
yeah, you can get bits, then you can cheer for us, exclamation cheer, and then a number, and it will throw that many bits at us. It's like throwing pennies at us. We love this shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you subscribe, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe without any cost to you. There you go. She just cheered 6 bits. Thank you, Andrea.
See, that's how you do it.
So, and we already have 14 people watching. God, I love you guys. We're here a couple minutes. You're already pounding it in, if you know what I mean. What? Was it?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
And it's all our regulars. I
thought that show was later.
Win, thank you. She sent 25. That show.
Oh, thank you very much.
Third hour.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, and I'm officially like on the Amazon gear now. So if you go buy books or whatever else I end up putting in that list, I get monies for it. So,
Oh, hey, Travis, I got something funny to tell you, by the way.
oh yeah, well,
So you know I ordered those books through you the other day?
yeah,
So they actually arrived today.
and
Except they
wow.
didn't arrive. What I got was a card through my door saying your parcel's being held at the local post office because we're going to charge you £18 in a customs import fee.
oh jeez, I'm so sorry, man.
What?
No, I'm not. It's all right. Fuck it. It's just one of those things. But I just found that amusing. Do you know what I mean? It's like, damn it, I should have at that price. I could have just gone on Amazon in the UK and ordered
Yeah,
it.
yeah, absolutely.
Now you
Almost.
know.
I think I worked it out. Actually, I think I saved £4.
Aren't those like quarters or are those like pounds? A quid is the same as a pound.
Pound.
Okay.
Quid is a
Dollar.
pound. £1 sterling. A quid.
Like we say bucks,
I
they
quid
say
your mom.
quid.
Where
What?
quid's in.
There we go.
They don't
Yeah.
like when you throw pennies in.
Or slide your
No.
credit card down their ass crack, and you'll charge it.
Yeah, there's no need for that these days. Most women have got contactless.
That's true. That's a good point. The chip has changed the stripping profession. I'm trying to figure out who left. We have like less people here now, and maybe it's just people wandering through.
Yeah, strollers.
They're like, nope.
So what do we got here?
Hmm.
Oh, I've got something to bitch about. I can bitch about that.
Oh, get for it. Do it. Have a bitch.
Okay. By the way, before I go into my bitch session here, did anybody have anything cool happen this week they want to talk about?
No.
Mm-mm.
I helped out at a Steampunk Life Emporium
She did.
in Surrey.
Nice. How
That
was
was
it?
fun. It was fun. It snowed though. We had snow.
Yeah, we did have snow. It was really pretty. It was the perfect snow, you know, the kind that doesn't stick to the road, but it still layers up like 3 or 4 inches in your yard.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually
It
very
was nice.
Yeah, if you're going to have a snow, that's the kind to have, especially with the backcountry roads we live on. Okay, so as you guys know, I have a Talk of the Tavern YouTube channel, and it's youtube.com/Talk of the Tavern channel. See how that all works out?
Hmm.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Gene. That's very generous of you.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
There's like little Genes with wrenches popping all over my screen now. It's like a spurt of Gene.
Wow. I think.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And also, so I put up about a video a day, which apparently is pretty prolific for YouTube, and I'm happy when I get, 15, 20 views, though I know it's a pittance. Bob wants to know how much you pay for things you put in your mouth in England, Kevin.
How much is a pack of fags in England? The price has skyrocketed actually in the last couple of budgets over the last couple of years. So for a pack of 20, you can't get 10s anymore. They're illegal now. So for a pack of 20, you're talking anywhere between £7 and £9 for a pack, depending on whether you're looking at a cheap brand or something like a name brand like Marlboro. Marlboro, you're looking around £9.20 a pack, so nearly 10 quid a pack. They're fucking outrageous, which is why I smoke rolling tobacco and not straight.
That's great how you ended that with "and not straights."
Yeah,
Anyhow.
I smoke fags, not straights. Stick that one in your transatlantic translation.
Oh my goodness.
So there's like one guy came and liked my video, commented nice pipe collection, and I went and looked at his YouTube channel, 3 videos over past 3 months, and like his most recent video has like 75 views. I'm like, the fuck am I doing wrong? There's another guy who stands outside of his house smoking his pipe in the cold and just prattling on about this and that, and he gets hundreds of views. And he's only been on YouTube for a month or 2 with his channel. I'm like, really? What am I doing wrong that these guys are doing Now, there was one suggestion, well, maybe they're using one of those services to pump up the numbers. I'm like, well, there is that. It could be. So, yeah, that's it. I'm just whining about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks for supporting me. Let's go do something else. Let's just put up Kevin, bah humbugging. We'll just do that for a second. There we go.
Bah humbug.
So, yeah,
You could make that, Travis. You could make that my second thing in the shop for the festive period for the next few weeks until New Year.
Or Easter.
Just me hating on whichever holiday people don't like.
Here, you know what I could do? It's probably horrible of me. I'll just go pull up one of my latest videos, which is me acting like I'm Russian and mocking Christmas carols. So it's very much in the spirit of Christmas. Well,
yeah, but you need to go watch it and watch the cat.
Okay.
Just watch for the cat.
I'm not putting that one up.
Oh.
I could put that one up.
That was my favorite. It's hilarious.
I love that it actually comes across on my YouTube. I'm live on Twitch. Start watching it, and it has our Twitch address. I'm like, that's
nice.
Cool. Bob, no. But if you're interested, for the right price, we could work it out. Yeah, it's the mustache. I have had like 19-year-old gangbangers with, a bandana across their head, pants around their knees, and they're just like, dude, I love your mustache. Thanks.
No, I don't know if this is a cultural difference, but see, my mind goes to an entirely different place when you use the phrase gangbanger.
Travis kind of looks like that KIG on YouTube. Okay, translate that. Then we'll get back to you on it. But anyhow, okay, I'm done with that. Now Wednesday, if you guys are around on Wednesday morning Eastern time, we'll be doing another live Twitch where we're going to be drinking. And possibly smoking, but if we're inside the house, I don't know, that might be too much smoke in one area.
Oh, we will be inside the house.
Is the weather calling for cold?
25 degrees here on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll see if we're going to review a cigar also, but we'll review a lot of different alcohols. Andrea Eden.
This is where I pull the sad face again.
We tried to
come
get
on over.
I'll review like one alcohol and
tight-fisted bastards still haven't raised enough money to take me to America. Cough up! It's Christmas.
See, I don't know how we did it. You know how, guys, for you guys watching, generally we do a 30-second to 90-second thing before the show just to make sure all the software is working correctly, and then it sends us a report going, this is how you did on that. Well, we did one, and it was 30 to 90 seconds. We had 6 unique chatters on that stream on our test run, guys. So, yeah, you guys just watch this. We love you. Okay, let's go into a song. Okay, for those of you listening on Radio Real and White Party Radio, you heard the disclaimer when the show started. And if you weren't here and you missed it, I'm going to say it again for everybody. We're a bit racy, a bit randy, and a lot of trouble. If that's an issue, we wish you well. Follow the page instead. Because the first song we got up is by Red Peters. Holy shit, it's Christmas. Enjoy. We'll be right back.
And I'm out.
Yeah, Ed found that. I'm like, I need these songs. Ed's like, here's some of the songs I wanted, and here's another one. So, yeah, and for you guys on Twitch, I think it's all regulars. I don't think I need to give a disclaimer for you guys right now, right? You all know we're horrible
about if
people.
You don't like it, just get off the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, just type in technical issues and go to bed. Yeah, it's all regulars anyway. You guys know how horrible we are. And you
Yeah,
know that
we're all vile,
Yeah, we
miserable,
do.
reprehensible creatures. I'm fucking proud of it.
Hold on, I've got to approve Gene. Oh, somebody else already approved
No,
it,
I've
Gene.
done it. I was there ahead of you.
Good, yeah,
What
yeah.
did you have to approve?
I've already taken care of Gene.
I just wanted sloppy seconds.
Yeah, you did. Where? On
Facebook.
Oh, see, I'm not on there. I can't see it.
Kevin's so true with that one. So
Is that what the only 30 bitching about how commercial Christmas is, days left till Christmas?
yeah, Gene, I don't know why it wanted approval for that cat picture. Oh, you know what? Probably you can't just go around posting pictures of your pussy willy-nilly.
What?
Yeah. You see what I did there?
Disgraceful.
Not here.
I'll never complain about you posting those. I was
Not
actually
here.
going to say cat. Yeah. Here's Kevin being grouchy. There we go.
Oh.
Where are you putting that? Where are you sticking me being grouchy
I
now?
just flash it up over the Skype screen so everybody sees
Oh,
the
okay.
picture of you doing bah humbug. So are you looking at Twitch right now, Kevin?
There it is.
Okay, you looking? Okay, now keep looking, and you'll see it pop up in a moment.
I don't see it.
Just keep watching Twitch. You know, there's like 80 minute
Oh, there he is.
Look lower.
Look down. You'll find Kevin.
Nice.
We could just have a picture of the week. At least I amuse myself, right? Okay, about 30 seconds and we'll be coming back live on the radio stations we can get.
Holy shit, it's Christmas.
Pop up giggity. Sonar giggity your face. So, we forgot to do the opening toast. I guess we should do it when we get back from the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a good idea.
I'm out of Pepsi.
Okay. Well, we wouldn't have known if you didn't tell us. You could have just been like, you had something in it.
There's a little bit in there. I need to get another one.
Okay, we're back. And before we start the topic, let's do our opening toast. Here's my toast dinger. Here's the opening toast.
Here's that.
And here's to our weekly therapy here in the tavern, where we can bitch about stupid.
Hell yeah. Oh, God.
So did I tell you guys the story of how I got this decanter?
No, I don't think so.
So like most people, Andrea and I would buy a plethora of gifts for each other. And we kind of got tired of it because we buy ourselves stuff all year round. So we decided we're going to only give 2 gifts, one for Yule, one for Christmas. And then I threw a third option in there, a third one for the first snow, because it feels the most holiday time. And we usually don't get the first snow till January, sometimes February. Yeah, the first snow showed up 2 days ago, and we're like, fuck, gotta go get presents. By the way, it showed up.
No, I have one.
Yeah. Are you eating yours?
That's how you got that.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Hold on. Ian's been watching Rankin Bass holidays, holiday specials all day. Missed the rose-colored glasses days when we could ignore the insidiousness of holidays. I have a story about that.
Oh, Lord.
Well, as a reporter in this little... Ooh, the ghost is active tonight. Things are being knocked off shelves. Anyhow, when I'm going to these Christmas events to cover the story for the newspaper, you get to see the true spirit of Christmas, which if you stand from afar and look, there's people smiling and singing and they got hot cocoa. Once you mix into the crowd, you hear the things like, yeah, I asked him 6 times and I'm pissed about it. And then the kids aren't actually cheerful. They're just kind of like cautiously energetic, and the adults are grumbling as much as they're smiling. And yeah, it gets a little like photo negative world going on there, and a little creepy.
Mm. Yeah, I see exactly the same thing in the service industry that I work in, where this time of year where we're entertaining a lot of guests with Christmas parties, you've got all the glitz and the glamour and the decor out front and everybody putting on a full smile, and behind the scenes everybody's under extraordinary pressure and we're all being utterly vile to each other, and that service door that swings in and out between back and front of houses becomes like a magical barrier to Narnia, where people will bitch and fight with each other all the way up to that door, and then it's dunk, game face on and Merry Christmas.
But if you were out there, like when you're tending bar, you hear that the customers only have a thin veneer of actual cheer on the surface.
Oh, they're as stressed as the rest of us. That's why they all drink heavily during the festive. Yeah, during the festive period. It's not just because people associate it with celebrating. It's because, God damn it, they want to fucking drink because they're about to stab someone with an icicle.
Icicle's a perfect weapon.
Absolutely,
No
melts, leaves no evidence. Yeah.
So's freezing them in your freezer and then dumping them in a huge block of ice on City Hall steps.
The person, I think there's too much stuff in the freezer for that.
That's a good point. We found a great deal on filet mignon. We go shopping, like meat shopping, when the sales are on, or about once a month. And yeah, by the way, the second one is filet mignon, but it's actually Australian beef tenderloin, which is equivalent to filet mignon.
It looked like an alien worm.
Yeah, well, I got the whole thing, and they had already shut down their butcher shop, so they wouldn't cut it. So I had to cut it at home, and yeah, it looked like something.
Sometimes it's more cost effective to get it in bulk and cut it. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Real quick, Ian says, gave a nice decanter like that to some friends filled with vodka. Very much like paint thinner to my taste, but they seemed happy. Something's rattling at the door now. The ghost really is busy tonight. Good for you. Hey, who was asking when the 3 spirits show up? One's here.
We had some pretty awesome winds around here the last couple of nights.
I don't know what that is. A sharp tick, 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 like something vibrating on the wall. I don't know.
Is it the bomb?
Hand rapping at the window.
That could be. Gene says, not a happy Christmas here. I may be unemployed after the 16th because of needy old men. I assume you're referring to the possible government shutdown. Come on. They do this every other year, if not more frequently, and you're going to be okay, Gene. You're going to make it through. Mm-hmm. You'll keep your job. It doesn't mean they're not douchebags or whatever, but yeah, you're going to be all right. See, Christmas never meant much to me, but I always wanted it to. And this year I kind of said, fuck it all. No tree. I was going to put up a wreath with lights and said, nope, I'm not even going to do that. I don't want to spend $15 plus lights. And Andrea, ever so kindly, went out and got a wreath and got lights and then made me do all the work to put them up. But she got me this stuff, and she actually
wanted it.
Great. She all the stuff was stuffed in a closet, and I looked in there twice, going, that's a lot of work. I'm not doing it. Screw it all. And she went and unpacked the closet. She hasn't repacked it yet, but.
Well, you hadn't finished decorating.
I got to decorate.
It may be already put up.
It may be. I don't know. By the way, with your hair like that, you look a bit Morticia today.
Who, Ed?
No.
I think he was talking about you, darling.
Kevin looked a bit lurch.
I cut my hair.
What do you guys think? Better with bangs or not?
I know it makes me look less old.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wynn just said, I put lights all over myself for the Tacky Lights 5K run event. That's more fun than decorating the house. Is that event a run? Are we supposed to go on a run? Because I didn't hear anything about 5K. I thought it was just going to like look at tacky lights. Oh, we gotta be in.
I'll walk really fast, but I'm.
We just had the Santa 5K on the seafront here in the last few days. So about 400 odd people all dressed as Santa doing a 5K run back up and down the beach.
Are you guys seeing the
Santas.
Stream Element tweets?
Mhm.
You guys are.
Uh-huh.
I'm seeing it in the chat there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if it
We're
pops up on the
investigating
screen.
issues.
See, there's an option where you can get tweets coming across, and I don't want them because my show, Twitch, get your own. By the way, Ian mentioned a Charlie Boundtree. Put it up for his niece.
I have one of those.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What? He says, not really Christmas without the kids around. Might have to change that. Are you going to have kids?
You want some? I got one I'll give you. I have a Charlie Brown tree, but I can't put it up because the kitten will run off with it. He already takes straws and pens. He'll take the tree.
Anything long and thin. I'm just glad I'm thicker than a pencil. Otherwise, man, my penis would be seeing a lot of pussy.
That's horrible.
I don't think our viewers are seeing it because it didn't show up on the screen. It just showed up in the chat thing. So I think because we're moderators, we see it, but they don't.
Probably.
Okay. And by the way, a 5K walk is fine.
Is that a no to wanting the kids, Ian?
We're wanting her
kids. It's Christmas spirit. I'm trying to be generous.
Do you want to have Andrea's baby?
He's almost 19. You can have him.
That's
that
right.
awkward age.
That awkward age between birth and death.
That awkward
Yes,
age.
Bob, it's wrong to masturbate in a fireplace stocking.
The silk stocking is different.
If that's the only present you can give yourself, then okay.
Is the stocking in the fireplace? Is the fireplace on when you do this? That makes a difference.
Is the stocking occupied by my wife? Because that puts an entirely different slant on things.
No, Gene, not the ticker tape across the top. In the chat, before it appears on the screen where all our little faces are, we're seeing Stream Element tweets. You see the message from Stream Elements? Well, there was a message saying, you guys are great, thanks for being here. But then there's also tweets talking about Twitch support, investigating issues, etc. So, are you guys seeing those? He wants to.
I don't think you should do that in Ed's hot tub.
That's what I was just going to say. Yeah, that sounds like you're asking Ed.
He won't get in there. He'll never get in there. No worries. He will never get in there.
It doesn't mean he won't stand on the side and do it. It's the wrong
His dick
kind
ain't
of
that long.
Not even the part of it that's African American.
Okay.
Good one.
Oh, okay. See, Ian, I agree with that. Yeah, it's okay. You guys are all seeing them. Cool. Thanks for letting us know. They just don't show up on the thing I'm recording, so that's good. Okay.
No kids for you?
Good choice, Ian. Not because you wouldn't be a wonderful man to raise children, but yeah, some people are smarter than having kids.
I tried it once. I'm done.
Yeah. It's all very Johnny Dangerously. Once. Kevin, do you have any kids of your own?
Well, it depends. Are you talking biologically?
Yes.
Then no. No, I don't. I have 2 stepchildren.
Yeah, I guess it's horribly to ask you. Do you have your sperm and any children? Wrong question.
Also, a definite no.
Good answer. Quick.
No, I have two teenage stepchildren, but I've been with their mums since they were 1 and 2, respectively. So essentially, they've grown up always knowing 2 dads rather than any other way. And I'm not dad to them. I'm Uncle Kev, because I always said from day one that I wanted them to be quite clear about who their dad was and not try and sort of replace him in their lives. And I'm happy with that. And I love them just as much as if they were my own kids. I've had just as much of a hand in raising them as either my wife or her ex-husband has. So, yeah, they're not biologically mine, but in every other way that counts, they're my kids.
On the taxes.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, the money side of it, they're definitely there. Yeah. I think actually I could probably claim like a 65% share in the kids. I don't know. I'd have to talk to the board of directors.
You feel like you know these guys, and you don't, because I didn't know Ian had kids. And by the way, Sonar, looking at your icons, I want to say...
Who are you guys?
Huh?
Who the fuck are these people?
Well, Sonar, I want to say thank you for the subscribing to us via Amazon Prime. Thanks again for that.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, man.
Yay!
That's awesome.
And Jean has an icon because she cheered 100. The record,
awesome.
the top cheer, by the way, is 150, which was by Ed's son-in-law, was it?
My stepson.
Stepson, okay.
Mhm.
5 years apart. Oh, no.
There's your target.
Yeah.
The bar has been set. 150. It's not that high.
Yeah, it's 150 pennies.
It is.
Please.
Just
not
for
the
a
begging
few
cup.
cents a day.
Yeah. We're back there again.
Hey, shall we bitch
Kevin
about
needs more coffee.
Shall we bitch about the holidays a
God.
little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I thought we were.
real
They
quick.
fucking suck. Over.
Real quick. There is a sale on subs. All subs. Gene, don't get excited.
Submarine.
Subscriptions. That's the word I wanted.
Oh,
Couldn't
okay.
get away from missive. They're 20% off the first month right now. So there you go. And you could even buy subscriptions for other people. So I think we pitched that. Holiday gifts with cheering. To spread more holiday cheer this month, when your viewers support you by cheering, we're adding a little holiday gift as thank you from Twitch. They created 2 sets of seasonal temporary emotes. One entire set is unlocked by cheering 1 to 249 bits. If you get to 250 or more, it unlocks a second set of emotes. So there we go.
Cool.
So how do you feel about Black Friday?
Why has it got to be black?
Thank you, sister. Thank you. Just because it's a fucked up day don't mean it's got to be black.
I think it's named that surely for the sense of impending doom and chaos that we all feel when we know it's approaching. It's just a fucking pointless exercise in showing how low humanity is prepared to stoop for a bit of rampant commercialization. It's essentially stabbing your neighbor in the back to get to a better discount on a plasma TV. It brings out the worst in the lowest, cheapest, nastiest kind of people. It's like reality TV. It's exactly the same. It's that same kind of crowd mentality, baying pack principle that brings out the worst in humanity.
Well, I love the cheap DVDs.
Everybody loves it, but that's the point. You know, there was a brilliant video, and I'm not trying to say this is the case in every scenario because, you know, it depends on the people and the place and the prices, but there was a video I saw that compared Black Fridays around the world.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like Britain and France and America and a few other countries. And like the British one, the store opened and there was 2 guys outside. Literally, that was the queue for the store when it opened at 8 in the morning. There were 2 guys waiting outside. And when the door opened, the first guy stood back and let the other guy in first. It couldn't have been any more British if he tried about it. You know, it's like, no, after you, mate, you know. And then it cut to America with hundreds of people trampling over each other. I saw this horrific video where some woman literally picked up and threw a small child out of her way. You know, I'm like,
No. We do that all the time. That has nothing to do with Black
okay,
Friday.
That's normal.
Yeah.
just standard stuff. You know, clearing the aisles at Walmart. No, it's what makes me sad and despair about it is I don't care how good your bargain is. I don't care if something that costs you $1,000 normally is on sale for $10. I don't care if it's the sale of a fucking lifetime. It's no excuse for reducing yourself to the basest level of humanity to obtain it.
I agree that. By the way, Wynn said, I made a lot of money on Black Friday. So did you have to wear stockings and a short skirt, or is this some other way to make money?
Was Black Friday actually the name of a porn star?
Is it really? I don't get out much. Or stay in enough, apparently.
Okay. Can't make up your mind, Travis. In, out, shake it all about.
See, I understand the concept of Black Friday, where businesses go from the red into the black, because it's the beginning of the shopping season. Putting the deals on to pull more people into your store. Yeah, I think it has. Who paid you the nickel, Win? All of them. What were you thinking?
I get why it happens. You can understand
the marketing
strategy behind Black Friday. If you're one of the guys generating huge amounts of money from the sales, you can get why they do it, and you can see from the evidence that it works. It just saddens me that it does.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm confused now. You did today, Travis. Well, I don't know what I did today. Oh, I got out or stayed in? Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you shake it all about?
Who knows?
I did it all.
But Black Friday did not always be this way. I mean, I worked retail for 5 years back in the 80s, 90s, 80s, late 80s, 90s, whenever the hell it was. Black Friday was not always... It was busy, but it wasn't the stupid bullshit that we see going on today.
Yeah.
Is it a sign of the times? A sign of the fucking disrespect that we have for one another?
See...
Yeah, maybe.
I have gone... Now, previous to 3 years ago, I had never gone out on Black Friday. I just stayed away from it. But a couple years ago, I started going to my local Walmart on Black Friday. But I wouldn't line up at the door, and I told Andrea...
We go at like 9, 10 o'clock at night.
But there's times even when it's crowded, people are like, oh, I'm sorry. Were you reaching for that? Oh, why don't you go ahead of me? And that's how we were.
They're always nice.
Because we won't be animals, and it's not worth, a 50% discount on one item. Hey, Jamin's joined us. Good to see you, buddy.
What up, Jamin?
Hope that hand's reaching masturbation level soon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've never gone and got in line. Then again, I won't get in line for a movie ticket either. Or...
Same here.
Yeah, I just...
Well, not at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right. I mean, movie starts in a half hour. Let's get in line. Yeah, that's different.
That we do.
Let's see, I kind of have to go by the national obligation here because I am British, and therefore we queue politely for everything. There was an amazing video for... I can't be bothered to go and look for it, but you guys can probably YouTube it if you really want to see it. I think it's an Ed Sheeran concert in Manchester. But there's...
Yeah, and there was no ropes.
There's no ropes, and the crowd arrived to start queuing for the tickets, and automatically they just form this snaking queue of polite British people and moving in this sort of orderly queue, and people coming along and just politely joining the back of the queue. No barriers, no one directing them. They just automatically formed a queue.
I wish people could do that.
I remember the Cabbage Patch Doll riots too. Actually, that was crazy.
Go ahead, Ed. What?
I have experience with the Cabbage Patch Dolls and the Transformers because I was working retail when they came out. We didn't have riots, but it was crazy when they came in because we'd have to put people all around them while we wheeled them from the loading dock back to the shopping area, and then literally just pick them up and toss them up in the air, and people would just grab and go. I actually had a customer threaten to kick my ass because he knew I had an Optimus Prime back in the back, and I wouldn't bring it out and sell it to him. It's like, dude, I ain't got any Optimus Prime. But yeah.
Wow, it's a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was actually on our notes, is to discuss Cabbage Patch Kids and the Furbies. I didn't remember Transformers.
The trendy things.
Yeah, the trendy things that people have. Tickle Me Elmos.
I remember when PlayStation came out.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
And I remember, like, any of these things after eBay was a thing, being on eBay
Hey,
for 10 times the price.
Mm-hmm.
I've just thought of something that you guys probably have never experienced that most British people would have known about PlayStation 1s, the original PlayStations. When the disc flap opened, at the back there was a small grey arm on the inside, and if you taped half a matchstick to the end of that and made it half an inch longer, when you closed the lid, it depressed the button inside a bit further than normal, and it meant that your UK bought PlayStation 1 would read American games. Which was important to early PlayStation gamers, because there was a strong market for underground black market American PlayStation games in this country, and a lot of the dodgy markets. So we weren't making pirate games over here because obviously it's a smaller country. It's a lot harder to get that kind of organized shit going. So it was just easier to import pirated games from America. So all kids knew, if you knew someone where you could get hold of these games, half a matchstick taped on the inside of a PlayStation lid makes your PlayStation read as though it's USA, not UK.
Nice.
Oh.
By the way, Talking Towie, Wayne says this year
Yeah,
is
the
dumb.
fingerling monkey toys.
God, are they
fingering monkeys? What kind of toys are people buying their kids?
Exactly.
Yeah, there they are.
It's a monkey that gets on your finger.
Here's a link for everybody. Give me
Weren't
a
you
second.
telling me earlier about some kids game called "Do You Want to Play with My Nuts" or something?
There's the toilet splashing game.
Yeah,
And,
ew.
Yeah, I don't know what these fingerling monkeys are. They're the first thing on the list on the link I just posted for everyone.
We saw them. They're just.
Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah.
My favorite thing at holiday time is like the shampoo sets, because you can get like all these shampoos in a gift basket for like $5 cheaper than regular price. So I buy tons of those for the year.
The cologne I use, it'll go on sale like a 3-pack for the price of one. I'm like, I'll just take 2 or 3 of those home, and it'll last me a couple of years.
Those monkeys are pretty freaky. They look like they were designed by someone who normally draws Japanese anime porn.
Mm.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and they fit on your finger.
Yeah, let's not even get into that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Wynn says, yeah, bots are buying them all up from online retailers and then reselling them for outrageous prices due to the created scarcity. Okay, this is the epitome of asshole holiday.
Yeah.
It's just like when
deliberately self-inflating a product, then jacking the price up, making it deliberately hard for everyone to get, whilst advertising the living crap out of it, that everybody wants it, no one can get it.
Action figures, when they first came out, they came out in even quantities, or perhaps they made less of certain ones like Princess Leia because they were in less demand. Now with collectors, they are still doing this, but they're purposely making the popular figures, for example, Boba Fett, if you will, harder to find. When you get a pack of 48 in the store, only 1 or 2 are these certain characters. And stop it. I don't know. I get what they're doing, and I get the capitalistic opportunity there, but really, dick move, people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't do it if people weren't buying it or paying outrageous prices.
Mm-hmm.
People stop.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Wait a month, and they'll all be less than retail.
Yeah. You don't have to have it Christmas Day. You don't have to have the newest, baddest electronic Christmas Day. Wait till after New Year's, and it's a third of the price.
I had it all my life as a kid because my birthday's in May. So that's exactly what would happen to me, is some new shit would come out for Christmas and it'd be like 100 quid or something. Everyone would buy it. And then after Christmas, it'd drop to 50, 40 quid. And then my parents would buy it and they give it to me for my birthday in May.
Nice. Sonar says, I'm making gifts for my sister's kids this year. Don't underestimate the value of a handmade gift, even to an adult.
I love stuff
Sonar,
that people make.
I'm just going to show you this quickly. For the purposes of the show, I have on my right just this nondescript grey cloth, which is actually hiding my wife's crafting center here, where there are woolen things being made for people. There are scarves under construction. There's a Christmas wreath for the front door being crocheted as we speak.
So, yeah. And then Gene mentions the Funko Pops, the vinyl pops do that, where, yeah, I don't care enough for that any one item to fight my way to one or pay inflated prices on Amazon or anything.
I can't be doing with it. It really offends me that with all the other shitty, stressful bull crap that you have to go through at Christmas, the buying the shit, the going through the rigmarole of the meal, if you're one of those people who follows all the tradition, the having the family over, trying to organise everyone's schedules when everyone's free and that. And then on top of that, they want to try and rinse you every goddamn hard-earned penny you've got for some piece of plastic shite just because everyone's kid wants it.
And heaven forbid you don't know what the rare ones are versus the other ones, and you're like trying to shop for your kid or your buddy or whatever. You're just like, yeah, I'm grabbing, he likes superheroes. We're going with that.
Yeah, everybody's kid wants the blue one, and you can only find the orange and the red ones. No one fucking wants them. There's hundreds of the bastards on the shelf.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You just go for the one who wobbled. Andrew's wobbling.
Was that me? Did I move quickly?
Not me.
I don't know.
This pipe worked out really well with that tobacco. That was very nice. Good deal.
I'm sure it did.
I'm not wobbling much tonight. It's very cold here, so I'm actually wearing 2 jumpers. I feel kind of like an enormous ball, like I can't fall over.
That's how we think of you.
Thanks. Just like this huge pulsating mass of humanity.
Andrew, do you want to tell
I'm
about
wearing
the new
leg
cat toy?
warmers I made.
She did.
Nice.
I made leg warmers. It's cold here. Now, what about the cat toy?
It's like a huge weeble wobble where cat treats fall out the butt.
Oh my god, and they love it.
They do. And
It's fun.
They bat it around the floor and it releases treats.
Right.
Yeah, we had like a bubble-shaped thing for one of our old cats like that.
And it has 2 holes in the top that look like little ears, so it looks like a little cat weeble wobble. And you can put this string cheese cat treat sticking out of it.
Cool.
And they'll pull it and drag it, and the stuff will fall out.
What kind of
They're all right until you leave like 2 or 3 biscuits in there they've forgotten about. Then they find them at 3 in the morning on the stairs somewhere while you're trying to sleep,
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting ready to go into another song here. Kevin, how cold is it over there is the question?
Let me just have a look on my weather app and check for you. It's not as cold in here because I had the heat on earlier, but it's currently -2 outside, -2 centigrade.
Okay.
Whatever that is. I can't be asked to translate that.
About 28.5 degrees.
Yeah.
Now here,
I'm trying to find the thing so when it's -4.
I should point out that quite a lot of that will probably be wind chill because I live, I don't know, you guys have seen the distance, how far from the beach? It's what, a couple of 100 yards? It's not far, is it?
not long.
It's not far at all.
Yeah, so where we're right on the coast, we get a lot of wind chill here. So.
And we're about 3 degrees Celsius where I'm at right now. So.
It's cold.
Yeah.
It was colder
Fuck
than
that.
again, but it was okay. Not bad. Okay, let's see what we got here. What do we got coming up next? Hey, from the Little Stinkers, coming up next is I Farted on Santa's Lap. And we'll be back with It's a great song, too. I heard it on Pandora today. Okay, we'll be right back with This Week in History.
You're back.
Okay, except for you Twitch folks.
Yeah.
I get to talk to you.
You get to watch both Ed and I leave.
Soon I said he'll swamp with you. His apartment's a sauna.
Where is that meme at? I gotta find that meme.
Which one? The kid one?
From Victor and the Bully. About, the woman, her car won't start.
No, I don't remember it. Just go through their page, find it.
I can't. My internet's not working.
I'll scroll through it. Hold on a second. I'll pull this up. And, right, what else was... Oh, Greg, you still watching while you're editing? You don't have to answer right away. Greg is editing the next episode of his steampunk series on YouTube.
It's the one we're in.
Yeah.
I'm just curious of which one it is.
Well, it'll be the second one. Of what? Thought that was obvious.
Scene?
Oh.
Which scene?
Hold on, let's see.
Because we did a lot of them.
We did. It'd be the first one we did. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling through their page. Christmas lights and palm trees.
I'm looking. Oh, that's a toe.
Right. Oh, that is a toe. I just hit that one.
There's that. I think I'm almost to it. It's actually working now that you're looking for it, too. Wow. Never let your kids get stuff from around the house to do science projects.
Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, now you can buy a dildo that has your partner's face on the end of it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I can't find a meme.
What is
That's
that
horrible.
video? It's like Batman kicking the crap out of Spider-Man and Superman, or I mean Santa running up. I don't know. See, I want to just spend time looking at their crap. Okay.
Oh, that's very sad.
I've got to pay attention here. Hold on, we're stopping the music. Coming back, and we're back.
Are
with this
we
week
back?
In history. We're back. Ed, what happened this week in history?
This week in history, shit happened, y'all. December 12th, 1967. Man, I don't know what the fuck this brother was thinking about. Man, must have been out of his mind. The movie Guess Who's Coming to Dinner is released, starring Sidney Poitier, Catherine Houghton, Katharine Hepburn, and Spencer Tracy. It's a movie about a brother hooking up with this white chick and going for the holiday dinner at her house in 1967. Yeah. Went over like a, well, you know.
Like a black guy in a white person's house.
Yeah, something like that. It would be Spencer Tracy's last movie. He actually passed away before the movie was released in June of that same year.
It's actually a pretty decent movie, though.
Yeah, it's a very good movie. Yeah. December 4th. Go ahead.
Andrea wanted to find a certain thing, and I posted it for her. So.
All right, you found your thing. Okay, good.
Yeah.
December 14th, 1977, Disco Fever begins. Saturday Night Fever has its world premiere at Mann's Chinese Theater in Los Angeles. And
never thought it was that good of a movie.
Yeah, but we all know the craze that happened after that. Thank God it ended.
Annoying Italian guys?
Yeah, that too.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean the dancing thing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's Greg, by the way, is enjoying footage of Travis and Andrea as I finalize episode 2 of The Last Airship. You don't have to listen, man. It's okay. But you heard us, so yeah, good job.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea if I can act at all. We'll find out I can't, I'm guessing.
I know I can't. It's horrible.
Okay, Ed, what else you got?
Somebody had some current events.
I do. Okay, so you guys might remember back from 2014, San Diego Comic-Con, with a hyphen between comic and con, sued Salt Lake Comic-Con with no hyphen between comic and con. Well, the verdict has come down from a jury. The jury sided with San Diego Comic-Con, which sued Salt Lake event and its organizers. The jury found that the San Diego Comic-Con's trademark is valid, and Salt Lake Comic-Con used it without permission. So San Diego Comic-Con, which is the big one, SDCC, was going for as much as $12 million in damages.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, well, the jury instead awarded them $20,000, finding no willful infringement of the copyright. Yeah, it was all over Comic-Con, which I'm curious. Is it the two words? Is it hyphenated? Is it with the space? Is it all crammed together? And Salt Lake City Comic-Con said the term is generic, and they pointed out more than 100 other events held across the country that use the term, including 4 or 5 in our local area.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. By the way, Salt Lake Comic Con said that this isn't going to affect them putting on their next event. And they get more than 100,000 people to the Salt Palace where they hold it.
Oh, that's a lot of damn people.
Can you see? I've never been a big fan of going to an overpopulated comic convention.
It's not fun. I don't want to stand in line for hours just to sit in a room to see something.
But yeah, it's for them to sue somebody over the name of a descriptor is silly. Just
Yeah.
right there real quick. Okay, there you go, Greg. That's all for you since you're not listening. You just move that away now. Yeah, you guys got any thoughts on suing over? Wouldn't that be like, you can't use the word sci-fi con because we've made it. Yeah, when I think it would have gone a different way if they had a couple of us up there. Like within day 2, we'd be like, wait, what? Get the fuck out. Can we just go back
really?
here? We'll be back in 5 minutes unless you bring food. Kevin, you haven't truly.
Yeah.
What are you doing that you're?
Oh, we've been talking. When he said that he'd swap his apartment with my place because his place was like a sauna, I said it was a deal and he could look after my guitars for me, and now he's all excited. I have 12 of them.
And there's
and about 50 snakes.
No, there's only 9
30?
snakes. I thought I was going to say 10. 9 at the moment.
They're everywhere, though.
Most of the house. There's a couple of snake-free rooms for visitors who are like totally freaked out by them. That's why we only have at the moment the lizard in the lounge. Although we are changing that because frankly we've got tired of it. And fuck you, you've known us for long enough.
they're in his pants.
Yeah.
I love snakes. If you don't love snakes, it's fine. You don't have to come to my house.
Okay, what else happened this week?
Weird news, and I got to post this up here because you have to see the pictures. So I'm posting them both the Facebook page and in here.
Wow!
Yeah,
I love this.
Ladies, God, you can't figure out what to wear to the party. Here you go.
Oh God. Oh yeah. See, I should have done my weird news this week with the guy. I guess who's coming to dinner.
Decorate your boob up like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and go on off to the party, man. It's the perfect and holiday attire.
I encourage it.
But
yeah, I do too.
It's cold outside.
Well, you wear a jacket, then you take it off when you get there.
That makes it better.
That makes that red nose really light up.
Hey, and I have a bunch of Google eyes right here.
And by the way, Ian, I agree with you. I prefer attending the small local ones also because I just don't have any desire to line up for 7 hours to see one guy. I don't care what movie or comic or whatever person's been in. I'd love to shake hands with Stan Lee, but I'm not paying $70 for an autograph and waiting 2 hours to get it. No, just not happening. 2 hours if we're lucky.
Well, and if you stand in line that long, then it kind of ruins your whole thing you have about them. Then you get to Never
meet your heroes. Nope. Instead, just never in a dark alley. Yeah, just saying. You wear your pants at the correct height with a belt. Nice.
Yeah, I'm not street enough to be a gangster.
Yeah, and I didn't even know he had a beer gut because every time he takes off his pants, he leaves his shirt on because he's a gentleman.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. Von Hagner.
Anybody else got news?
I just saying hello to Von Hagner, see if he's doing okay.
Anybody else have weird news?
No. I should have saved mine last week for this week with the guy hiring. You could hire for dinner. All you white women.
or Asian, or Hispanic.
No. Whatever.
Yeah, that's right. I assume anybody could hire him. Okay, what else we
Hey,
got?
I'm
Ed?
free for Christmas.
Okay, birthdays. I actually missed a couple of birthdays on the 9th. I was going back through. So we'll mention them now. Actor, comedian, Red Fox, who I believe we mentioned sometime at the beginning of the show.
We do. He is one of the great offenders in comedy.
Yeah.
And, definitely somebody that we was one of our predecessors with our horribly offensive humor.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
He's our favorite.
Actor Kirk Douglas, he turned 101 years old on December 9th.
Is he still around?
Wow.
Yeah, he is still alive.
Wow, good job.
He is the original Viking.
Cool.
He made a movie entitled Vikings way back in the day.
Back
December
in
10th?
1812.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Probably about the time that
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm reading Ian's comment about.
I agree. Women be tripping.
Yeah, women be tripping. Oh, by the way, Victoria posts some awesome season-y, Christmassy photos in the Facebook page. They're pretty good. They look like old style Christmas. They're pretty good.
And by the way, Ian, in response to yours, time and place, buddy. Time and place. If you're at work, you keep it professional and you look them straight in the eye. If they show up at a party like that, it is no different from admiring.
Unless they're on the pole and a stripper, then you don't look at them in the eye.
I went to my wife's Christmas party the other weekend. Sorry, a little bit off here. And this chick that she works with comes in. It's cut right across just above the nipples. And her breasts are loaded with tattoos. I love tattoos.
I do too, yeah.
And I was like, so I had to ask, is it rude for me to look at your tattoos? She's like, no, go ahead. I was like, okay.
Usually what I do is I'll approach somebody like that and go, I'd like to look at your tattoos. Is that cool? And even whether it's a sleeve or a chest piece or whatever, yeah, I want them to know why I'm staring at them.
Tats out for the lads.
Mm-hmm. Tit for tat. Tats for tits.
Okay. December 10th, 1830, poet Emily Dickinson. Dickinson, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was the other chick. That was the cop.
Speaking of dicks.
December 12th, 1950, Old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra.
Still sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
December 13th, 1929, actor Christopher Plummer. I spelled that wrong.
That's okay. Nobody can see it.
December 13th, 1967, actor Jamie Foxx.
What do you think about him?
It depends on what he's in.
I like his roles, but I've seen an interview with him, and he's a bit of a dick from that interview.
Yeah.
It seems to be. I don't know him personally. Maybe, he's putting on the show for the camera. Who knows?
And personal birthday shout-outs this week. An old school bud of mine, and he's a really, really awesome guy, Charles Sutphin. Happy birthday, Charles. The most lovely and incredibly beautiful Rhonda Foster.
Rhonda!
Hey, happy birthday, Rhonda.
Happy birthday!
Say it sexy, Kevin.
Happy birthday, Rhonda.
There you go.
And my brother from another mother, Brian McCullough. Happy birthday, guys.
I got one.
Go ahead.
I don't have many birthdays often, but this one I kind of do need to do. My best friend I don't even want to think horrendous amount of years. I'm 42. I've known him since I was about 18. He was the best man at my wedding, and he turned 1,984 this week. He's a decrepit, wrinkled old bag of pus, and I have no idea how he's clinging on to life. So happy birthday to you, Kirk, Robert, Gary, James, Gordon, Thomas Driscoll.
Are those really all his names?
Wow.
He's from a Romany gypsy family, so the tradition is that his middle names carry the names of a certain number of generations prior to him for remembrance of his ancestors. So those
John
names are.
Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt taken?
I don't
His
quote
name's
me on
my
this.
name too.
I'd have to check with him rather than speaking as an authority on the matter. But I believe it's kind of like a lineage of the males in his family, so like his father and his grandfather and so on, something like that. Yeah, Kirk, Robert, Gary, James, Gordon, Thomas Driscoll. I memorized that to introduce him at my wedding. So.
Oh, I got one more shout out. Deborah Kerr. She just posted a picture. Merry Christmas, everybody. So Merry Christmas, Deborah.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, that's a win. It's, now, I have some birthday shout outs. If you're done.
I'm done.
Okay. Erica Bailey. Who?
I know her.
Yeah. Liz Marks, who I met at Ren Fairs up in Maryland and whatnot. Somebody we'll see next weekend, Marilyn Romero. So, who does the steampunk teapot racing?
Mm-hmm.
Laura B. Craft, who you met at VandaliaCon.
Oh yeah.
And then Leslie Dean. So, happy birthday to all you ladies. Or pronoun of your choice.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Greg has joined us to listen.
Hey.
Hey,
Greg.
what up, Greg?
Okay, now let's go into another song. Unless we got more this week in history. Anything else?
I'm good.
Everybody good?
What's our time?
Oh, hold on. We're gonna have almost 4 minutes here. Here's Victor Sierra with the Xmas Case. We'll be back.
Right back.
Except for you guys on Twitch. Stuck with us. Uh-huh. So, Greg.
I need to get something to drink.
Go get something to drink. I'm going to talk to Greg for a minute. Unless you guys keep interrupting. So,
Hey, Travis.
Yes.
Nothing. I just wanted to interrupt.
I know. Do you want to talk to Greg too?
No. Hi, Greg. How you doing, man? Hope everything with the last airship's going really well. Thank you for continuing to support us. We continue to support you as well. Really looking forward to that.
Oh, by the way, Bob asked, penis tattoos. Would you look, Travis? Somebody tattooed their penis. They deserve to have people look. Absolutely. And then I'd be like,
you know what? Yeah,
I want to see what it is when it's hard and soft and see the difference.
I wouldn't be so fussed about that, but frankly, a penis tattoo, would it put me off looking at it? No, frankly, with most guys I know, it's not going to take you long to look at it. You're not talking about a 30-minute detailed inspection. We're talking cursory glimpse territory here, so I can afford to lose those few seconds out of my life without feeling I've damaged my masculinity in any way.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Even if they just put Google eyes on it, I would look more than once because that would fucking entertain the hell out of me. Yeah, Prince Albert, that's another one I'd be like, I'd have questions. Yeah, if they're like, Prince Albert, I'm like, yeah.
My friend sent me a GIF the other day that was a woman with huge breasts who got hold of a set of dinner plate-sized googly eyes from somewhere and stuck them onto her boobs and was basically jumping around and trampolining and all kinds of other stuff. It was amusing for about the first 15 seconds, and it just got really repetitive and boring. So.
Yeah, remember the group I was telling you about earlier? That's the kind of stuff they send, and you got a couple seconds, and you're like, okay, stop sending me stupid crap.
I'm done.
Welcome back. I love the gingerbread on house on your hat with the lights. When that is awesome. Yeah. God, now I'm going to come up with something to wear that lights up.
That you can wear in public.
I think Bob left after I mentioned yes, I'd look at a penis.
Maybe he went
Why
to get
not?
his. Maybe you went to get his tattooed.
Yeah, that was it. That was the question. Would I look if somebody had a tattooed penis? I'm like, hell yeah, I would. They go through that much. They deserve to have people look at it.
I have questions.
That's exactly what I said.
My friend Sarah just had her armpits tattooed.
What?
Oh.
As what?
Yeah.
Why?
When she lifts her arms up like that. Like in the old Batman and Robin with the cartoon kapow and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The cartoon jaggedy edges around it. It's a couple of cartoon bubbles like that. This one says fuck off and that one says cunt.
Nice.
Ow.
It's we just
That's
watched
gotta hurt them.
the new DC animated movie Batman and Harley Quinn. And it's rated PG-13. It was great. They get into a fight in the bar, and they pan out, and you're outside the bar, and it has the big comic book explosion words coming up, and it's like, punch, ow, my balls, bleed. And
Bernadette from Big Bang is Harley Quinn.
Victoria is leaving us for the night. Good night, Victoria.
Oh, good night, Victoria.
Sorry you didn't make it
Bye,
over
Victoria.
on Twitch.
Thanks for swinging by.
She's a swinger?
Yeah. I would never comment on a lady's habits, even if I knew. Far too much of a gentleman for that.
Okay, hold on. We're coming back.
Oh. Yay!
Okay, we're back. Yes, we're back.
Yay!
I got very distracted by
left.
Victoria leaving.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what else we got on our little list up here to talk about? Well, we do have the...
Christmas?
We do have Christmas stuff, yeah. We've got a few links for the newest toys. Now, actually, and this is out of a British paper here. I'll post the link in Twitch.
God, which paper is it?
Hold on a second. It's Telegraph.
Yeah. Okay.
But now
Slightly more reliable than most.
Well, this is just a list of, the popular toys.
Popular toys.
So it has like the Nerf Nitro Long Shot Smash from Hasbro, which it looks like it launches cars. And like a Lego BB-8. But if you scroll down to number 3, that's my favorite on the list. It's a new game for kids called Toilet Trouble. And you take turns spinning the toilet paper roll and flushing the toilet while leaning your face over it.
And hoping you don't get sprayed in the face.
Right. Okay. Yeah, if you get sprayed, you're out of the game. Hey,
woohoo!
Thanks for subscribing, Gene. We love you.
Yeah, thanks, Gene.
Yay!
That's awesome. Thank you.
And
I'm scrolling down this list now. There's those goddamn monkeys again.
Yeah.
They freak me out. I don't like those.
And Bob will look for the magic wand for you.
Goes into my house, I'll burn them.
What's the panda playset? Oof. Oh, the Real Fur Roarin' Tyler. This is a tiger, and it comes with a little chick, a little bird. Which
I want one.
I first saw it in the store, and I took a picture and put it up on Facebook, Instagram, etc. And it said, "Look, this pussy is about to devour this teeny cock." But apparently, it's one of the big toys out now. Fingerlings. They actually call them fingerlings, those little monkeys.
Oh, we'll miss you, Sonar.
Good night, Sonar.
Hey, enjoy Punisher, buddy. We'll catch you again next time.
Yeah,
And don't forget, you could just leave it on and then watch us during the commercials. Yeah, the Hatchet Animals. I don't know about that. Hatchimals. Hey, there's the Paw Patrol, Andrea.
Oh, no.
It comes with an octopusy.
Of course it does.
We saw some very disturbing videos with those characters.
Stretch Armstrong has returned.
Hey, we saw those at Target.
So, let's see here.
So if anybody wants to send us Christmas things, that's cool. We'll accept it.
Gift cards, boobs. Wait, booze. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Either or.
Both, preferably. Boobs around. Booze posted through my front door would be good.
One can often lead to another.
Yeah.
This is true. Ask my wife.
It might be the new ribbed butt plug. Why would you like one?
From what I hear, he'll take 2.
One in black.
You got an Instant Pot. What is an Instant Pot? Besides the drug reference.
It's not like marijuana?
No, isn't it?
Is it like instant
like,
coffee but marijuana?
No, I think isn't this like one of these new ones? I've heard about these. They're a bit like a slow cooker, but they work at a much faster pace. So like a fast, slow cooker.
Okay, Googling Instant Pot.
Yeah, like a rapid crock pot kind of thing for making casseroles at speed or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
Weird.
it's a high-speed pressure cooker. That's
Okay.
exactly right.
A pressure cooker. I want one.
Programmable one.
But not with the little weight on the top.
No, it speeds up cooking by 2 to 10 times using 70% less energy and produce nutritious, healthy food. It's the safe, intelligent, convenient, and dependable. What, Ed?
Wow.
Oh, okay.
So is knowing how to cook.
That's true.
I can cook, I just don't. True story.
Bob doesn't get out much, does he?
No.
Would you like an anatomically correct Stretch Armstrong?
I think he already has one. I mean, it's not big enough to reach all the way to the hot tub, but... So, when I was a kid, Christmas didn't mean a whole lot. And by the time I was like 13, my mother quit putting up the tree and I put it up because I wanted it to mean something. And then as I got older, I basically became an adult and had kids in the house and I wanted to decorate for Christmas. There was enthusiasm for it to happen, but when the work time came, everybody disappeared. Especially for the breakdown part. And it got to the point where I got annoyed. So, and Andrea also doesn't necessarily have a great fondness for Christmas, but I want it to mean something, not for the holiday and the religious aspects. I just love the idea of I'm looking forward to our Christmas show here.
Yeah.
Because just hanging out, BSing like we do on the show, I'm looking forward to that. That's a good holiday or any day for me.
Well,
I have that effect on men, Bob. Go on.
Go find a fucking safe space.
When I was little, my aunt used to always do Christmas stuff, and then she died. So my grandma did all the Christmas stuff, and then she died. And then nobody did the Christmas stuff, so...
No wonder you don't want to do Christmas stuff. You're afraid of dying.
Yeah.
No. Christmas, I like the Chinese buffet. I like the lights on the outside of the house. But
we can put
I'll buy
up this week
decorations.
if you want.
I'll help you put them up when the snow's off the roof.
Confession time now.
Huh.
In the cupboard under my stairs. I don't know if you guys noticed this. I think I told you about this maybe. Did I tell you about the penguin?
Yeah.
I forget it.
Okay, sorry.
But go
I
on.
remember. He doesn't remember.
I have stashed in the cupboard under my stairs where it's lurked for 6 odd years, and I've never used it for display purposes. A 3.5 foot high illuminating penguin, designed to go outside on your front lawn or whatever as a Christmas ornament. And it came into my possession because my friend and I were at his house one Christmas, and we'd imbibed somewhat of the Christmas spirit. And in a somewhat staggery state, we were staring out of his front window, and he lives in a cul-de-sac, and the guy who lives on the opposite side, directly opposite him, is one of these guys who goes all out every Christmas and basically plasters every square inch. Now, there's no kind of design to it. He's just one of those guys who looks like he's put glue everywhere and thrown Christmas decorations at his house with a snowblower, And this penguin was in the middle of the guy's lawn. Now, bearing in mind this close is lit up with street lamps quite brightly at night. We both ended up dressing in dark clothing, putting on balaclavas, crawling combat style on our elbows and knees across the close at 4 a.m, drunk out of our minds. And using a knife, we freed the penguin as a prisoner of war, took it home. And then for the next 2 weeks, we went round town with this penguin on a series of nights out getting shit-faced, where we took photographs of the penguin in local bars and posted them to the guy through his front door. And ever since then, it's lived in the cupboard under my stairs. So, yeah, I have a 3.5 foot illuminating penguin.
What's its name?
We never named him.
Oh.
It should be Harry Potter. Lives in the cupboard under the stairs.
Potter the penguin.
That's great.
I might dig him out for next week's show.
That would be great.
He could be my co-host.
That'd be great. Just make sure you light him up, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I might have to stick a new plug on him if you know where I'm coming from.
Behind by that statement. See, and there's Kevin with the holiday spirit.
I wonder if I could hollow him out and ram him onto my tree. My kids have done a really good job of the tree this year. They've actually taken some care over it, as opposed to their usual tactic of just throwing the cardboard box in the general direction of something green.
Well, because of our cats, we have actually gone with a Christmas wreath instead of a tree. We got a 3-foot plastic wreath and decorated it. So, the cats can only stare up at the ornaments instead of climbing up and devouring them. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
That's a big tree.
It's deceptive. It's about 4 or 4.5 foot. It's just stood on a coffee table.
Oh, whatever.
Like me.
But
Don't ruin the illusion.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just fucking everything up for all the people watching on Twitch. You were like, oh my god, the Christmas magic of Kevin's house.
With his pink walls.
Yeah, fuck you, my pink walls. I got your pink walls right here.
He's very sensitive. At least you didn't offer me your brown walls.
Well, if you're going to be sensitive, you could just hang up and say technical difficulties.
I'm comfortable with it. It doesn't help. I mean, it's a good job I don't have to pan the screen up more, otherwise you'd have the Breakfast at Tiffany's picture in the background as well, completing my picture of masculinity.
Actually, that actually is an absolute picture of masculinity, because your wife said, I want this, and you went, yes, dear. Sounds great. Let's do that. That's a smart move. That's not a bad move.
It's not masculinity. That's common sense.
Oh, there's a cat under the tree.
That's our tree.
Mm.
With our Vulcan, we got a Vulcan Build-A-Bear that we dressed in elf clothing from the movie Elf.
Is that like your version of an elf on a shelf kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should hide him behind the toilet to scare people. It gets awfully cramped back there for me. Yeah.
And the decorations on the tree are sugar skulls. Superhero sugar skulls that I made.
You've just given me an amazing idea, Travis. I've got a couple of these little kids' toys that the kids had them when they were younger, and then they kind of stopped using them. But I saw the potential for mischief and kept them. So they basically got little sucker pads on, so you can stick them to windows or the insides of doors. And they've just got a small motion sensor chip in, and then a little short chip on where you can record, I think, up to about 20 seconds of audio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord!
So yeah, I'm gonna record some and hide them in the Christmas tree to freak the kids out.
That's great.
I saw what you just did. Ed, have I mentioned how great your backdrop looks?
Oh, thank you.
It's very nice.
Awesome.
And see my Christmas tree?
Nice.
Did you?
That's a lovely tree.
And my video is so far behind on Twitch.
It's been the same for me tonight as well. Yeah, for whatever reason, I think we're having a longer than usual lag between live and what we're seeing on Twitch tonight.
Well, if I refresh the page, suddenly it jumps forward. So I don't know.
Who knows? I can see you guys, you can see me, we can hear each other. Everyone else will catch up at their own speed.
And our viewers are playing along, having a good time. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yay! Most of them are still here.
Yeah, I am watching that front window like wobble. It's amazing.
Is it wind? Is it a bomb?
I don't see the trees moving. It could be one of the dryers at the laundromat next door. They loaded it wrong, so it's got that whoop 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 thing going.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, what else can we bitch about? Holiday season, where people are just nicer during the holidays. The fuck is your problem? Why has it got to be a holiday to be nicer? You got four.
Yeah, how much people are hungry every day?
That's true too. When it comes to charities and whatnot, it's just as important to feed folks in June as it is December.
Well, and here's the thing. They get presents for all these kids in foster care and all this stuff. Who gives a fuck? Give them a goddamn home. They don't need extra toys. They need a family. Just saying.
Yeah.
Now, you touched on earlier that obviously, as well as working in the kitchen, I work the bar at work sometimes as well.
Yeah, I work the bar right now.
Yeah, man. When I'm working front of house for Christmas functions, you see a lot of this. You know, you get office parties or groups coming in for their Christmas function together. And at the table, they're all like, oh, you know, you're all such a wonderful bunch. We've all had a great year, and let's all have a drink, and this is brilliant. No, I'm really glad to be celebrating Christmas for you. And then they're coming up for a drink, and at the bar, they're like, I fucking hate that bitch. Honestly, if she says one more thing, I'm going to throw my drink in her face. And you're like, it's just this horrific plastic veneer of everyone having a wonderful Christmas dinner together when actually they fucking hate each other. Don't bother. If you hate each other that much, go and have a fucking dinner on your own somewhere and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Ed, how many Christmases do you spend with your family nowadays?
Absolutely zero.
Exactly. That's putting practice into the works.
Yeah, well, I'm being the hopeless romantic. I like old-fashioned Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I like real greenery, homemade decorations. You know, cranberry popcorn, dehydrated oranges hanging from the tree, and about 15 years ago, when I was married to my ex, I picked up the bah humbug thing, working retail for so long, and I just stopped celebrating Christmas other than to go home and visit my parents. So I didn't decorate the house, and I decided I was going to do something special for her one Christmas. Got off early from work, came home, decorated the old-fashioned way with greenery, got a real tree, did it up real good. She comes home, she walks in the door. What's that smell? I hate the smell of live pine.
Aww.
I picked up the fucking tree, base and all, took it outside, and threw it in the fucking woods.
Okay.
And ripped everything else down.
Was this in your current home?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know her.
Oh, okay. See, I forget that she was in that house. And I was imagining Teresa. I'm like, but she goes camping all the time.
Oh no, but I used to work.
Teresa.
I used to work for Teresa at the time, and she was the boss that I had to talk into letting me off to do this. And of course, when I got back to work the next day, she's like, "So how'd it go?" And I told her. And then years later, when we got together, and when she moved in, she looked over in the tree line. She's like, "You're not kidding. The tree is still laying there with the fucking base attached to it. All the decorations and everything, man." She's like, "I know what not to do."
This is why holidays for me are to be around people I enjoy being around. Not
my wife and I have always done the same thing. For us, we've never. When we got the kids with us, we have one of these custody arrangements where we have the children every other year. Mm-hmm. When we have the kids with us, we do Christmas, but we've tailored Christmas so we do just enough for them. So when they were young kids,
real quick, hey to Devnall, thanks for joining us. Good to see you again. We were talking about you earlier. Okay, go on,
Hi.
Kevin. Don't tell them what we said.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep quiet about that. But shh. When the kids were younger, we made more of a fuss of Christmas because the spectacle made it more magical for them. And then as they got older and they got wiser to the kind of falseness that surrounds Christmas when you're a kid, we slowly dialed back on that stuff. But what we've always done is, when it's just us, we have a quiet Christmas day. We don't bother with the traditional meal because the traditional big turkey dinner, I'm a chef. By the time I get to the end of December, I've literally cooked thousands of those dinners for the people who've come through my place for all their Christmas parties. I'm tired of it. So we have a cold cuts kind of, salad and hot crispy rolls and all that kind of stuff.
I was just about to say, that's what I love to make for Christmas, just a cheese platter, a fruit platter, and
the one thing that obviously as a chef and a foodie, one of the things I love about Christmas is the excuse to have a huge smorgasbord of snacks and treats in the house with the excuse of, but we might have people around. You know, when it comes to the food side of Christmas, I don't care. I will throw my ideals out of the window and buy into the commercialism of that along with anybody else. I stuff my house with food. And one of the reasons we do that is that on Christmas Day, we've always had a rule, even when we've got the kids with us. And that is that the mornings up until late afternoon tea time are for the family.
Mm-hmm.
But the evening of Christmas Day, we have not loads, but a few friends who either don't have any living family or are estranged from their family,
And
or
it's
can't
awkward
travel
when you
off
bring
to
the
the
dead ones
island
over.
to see them. Yeah, you know. So we've always had a rule that after 5 o'clock on Christmas Day, it's open house at our house. So if you've got nowhere else to be for Christmas Day or no one else to spend it with, you come to our house and spend it with us instead. And we'll lay on drinks and snacks and throw out a big buffet on Christmas Day evening.
Say goodnight to Jean. Good night, Jean.
Oh, good night, Jean.
And by the way,
Good
Wynn
night, Jean.
says, that's what I did for Thanksgiving. All appetizers and booze. You're a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Okay, go on, Kev.
No, that's it. We've always done that. You know, basically we throw out a big buffet and everybody knows that there's always a ton of food here on Christmas Day evening and there's always some alcohol. I'm not funding an entire alcoholics Christmas party, but, you know, for those who haven't got as much or haven't got anyone to go to, you know, I can't stand the thought. I've done it myself a couple of times. When I first moved out of home and I wasn't getting on with my parents very well, I spent a few Christmases sat on my own, and it's a miserable thing to do, even if you don't buy into Christmas. Just the thought of everybody else having a good fucking time and you're not. So we've always said, you know, the evening of our Christmas Day is open to anybody else to come and join us, and if you're a miserable bastard, we'll make you happy by the end of the evening if I have to stick a fucking funnel down your throat and pour alcohol into you until you cheer up or pass out.
And by the way, Ian says he used to enjoy caroling with my church and later on with my local SCA Bards Guild. No, it's if somebody genuinely enjoys doing all-out Christmas, decorating like crazy, going to the church, man, absolutely do it. Just the two-faced people that do it for just to look good or they think they have to.
Yeah.
They're not going to enjoy it, and nobody is going to enjoy being around them if they're miserable. So, yeah. And Kevin, I'm like you also. I tend to invite. Wait till you see who we have here for the Christmas show, which I really have no idea who it will end up being because we've invited like 12.
I'll be
people.
there.
So yeah, we're going to a Chinese buffet in the evening.
That's what I like to do on Christmas.
Eat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, go to the Chinese buffet. I mean, don't want to cook. I don't care to cook. And, you know, they're always open for the Jewish people. I'm not Jewish, but.
And us.
Chinese buffet.
Oh, we got to go into another song here.
Okay.
Last song of the first 2 hours, which is Bob Rivers, sung to the tune of Little Drummer Boy. Here's Little Hooters Girls. We'll be back. It's a great
I'm going to make a copy quick.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. Any holiday, any day is about enjoying life, not suffering through it. So why would you ever set yourself up in a position where you suffer? When I go to Black Friday, it's because I know I'm going to get something I want out of it, whether that's, 5 new DVDs for $4 each instead of $20 or whatever.
Five, really, just 5.
Whatever. Oh, by the way, Ed, you ever seen the movie Bad Santa?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I haven't.
Oh, do you know anybody that wants another copy?
They asked me that before. No.
Okay, because, we have a spare copy. We watched it. We'll never watch that thing again.
I don't much like it.
Yeah. Bob would enjoy it.
I'll bring it over. You can give it to Bob. I almost said Black Santa instead of Bad Santa because of the elf.
That's a different movie.
Yeah, it is. He's got a sack full of joy for you.
Yeah, he does.
Well, Kevin is gone, so nobody misses
In a
him.
long sleigh.
Yeah, he does. We'll just put that picture up of Kevin for a second for you guys. He's got butterflies on his couch. I don't even know what that means, Bob.
I like to wear black Me neither.
But good for
Where
you.
are you
as
gonna
long
wear
as it's
that midget?
consensual. Just strap that on.
Oh, they're gonna have midget wrestling out here in January. I'm gonna go. Kato's supposed to go with me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Nothing. Just stuff that we shouldn't talk about on air. That's all.
Oh.
There's Kevin again. And we're coming back in 10 seconds here.
Yay!
Okay.
Alrighty, did I miss anything?
And we're back.
Yes.
It's yeah, we found out Bob likes to wear black midget.
Likes to
Yeah.
wear a black midget.
No, the letter A is not in there. It's not A, it's just black midget. It
that
could
like
be a
a-
superhero.
Is
I
that
don't know.
For Men by Paco Rabanne or something? New black midget.
Midget tossing. Just no
No,
kidding.
that's a no.
Midget tossing. That's a double-edged phrase in the UK.
At least he didn't put the word "off" afterwards.
Yeah. In England, we would have implied that anyway, I think.
I just did. What's that? Oh, there's like, what is that on my screen? It's like pick a card, scratchers, redeem points. Can I pick a card?
Where?
Oh,
What?
it's some kind of gambling thing. I don't know. I don't have anything to wager though. Just over my chat box, a little Talk the Tavern symbol appeared, and I can click on it, and it gives me three choices of pick a card, scratchers, or redeem points. And apparently I have no points. You earn them by watching the broadcast and also win more through mini games. It could have been one of the extensions I put in. I don't know.
Who knows with you?
Nobody tosses a dwarf, Kevin. Don't you know that?
That's not very nice.
Just don't tell the elf.
That's right. Then it's okay. I don't know what that means either.
That?
I don't know.
You do not use a catapult. Oh my goodness.
Oh, welcome to Talk of the Tavern. If you're new here, we have a disclaimer in the beginning.
You come in the middle of midget tossing.
We did mention it's an adult show and we can be mildly racy.
And yeah, we are adults.
Wait, are we midget racing now?
That's debatable.
I thought we were just tossing.
We don't know.
A lot of serious noises.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love to see all the icons by everybody's name. Twitch Prime and subscriber. Dev Null, you're awesome. Where are you again? Arizona, New Mexico, somewhere out there in the Midwest, West. You're in some warm place, I know
Somewhere
that.
over yonder.
Over yonder. Over yonder.
Is it warm there?
It is warm where he is. We had snow this weekend. We discussed that earlier.
There's still snow.
There is.
Outside.
Not really any around here, though. Yeah, I'm looking out. It's all gone over here. Oh, Tampa.
Tampa.
I lived in Tampa.
You're way off.
Was it Tampa last week, or did you get deported? I don't know. It's yeah, I lived in Tampa, St. Pete, Bradenton, all that. Anyhow. So do we have more on the topic of holiday madness and capitalistic opportunities? Anything we want to wrap up? Or
here's a crazy thing I think about it. Okay, in America today, we hear a whole lot of talk about the man. and he's rich, he's rich, and he won't share.
Mm-hmm.
But Christmas rolls around, and we all run out making richer. What the fuck's up with that?
That's a good point.
I'm not doing it.
I do.
The trouble is the way the advertising is rammed down your throat and the extent to which it's done. Repetition creates history, doesn't it, with humanity? If you repeat something often enough, people begin to absorb it into the subconsciousness as how things have always been. And now we've got this whole culture built around commercialization, which is built around this concept of Christmas being about giving gifts, that no one wants to be seen to be that guy who's left behind, the one who doesn't care as much as his neighbor. No, I don't. You know, people who know me know if you don't get a gift off me or if you don't get a Christmas card in the mail, it doesn't mean that I don't care about you as a person. It just means I'm fucking broke. I put my money where it's deserved and I do what I want with it. And it doesn't mean that I care any less about you. You know, if I wish you Merry Christmas via Facebook rather than a card, that's not a slight on you. It doesn't mean you're less of a friend to me. It just means I'm being practical about how I share my expression of the season with you.
You know,
the thing that bothers me, I'll give people things for Christmas, but I prefer to give people stuff whenever I find stuff I think people might like. Like, here, I saw this, I thought of you, here. That's weird, apparently, and frowned upon, and I've lost friends.
Funnily enough, earlier on today, not long before Em went to bed, before I came on air, we discussed that we've just sent you guys your stuff for Christmas, and we've got another gift for another of our friends in America. Now, it's not a Christmas present, and we were sending your stuff, and we were like, do we send it to her now and just say, hey, Merry Christmas, you know, because that'd be an excuse to send it. And we actually decided, no, because we didn't buy it as a Christmas present. So sending it as a Christmas present seems kind of odd. So we're like, no, let's keep hold of it. We'll wish her a Merry Christmas like normal. And then in the new year, we'll post it and it'll be what we originally intended it to be, which is just a gift to say, hi, surprise, we thought of you and we wanted to give you this.
Last week, I said to my brother, I was on the phone with him. He lives in Colorado. I said, I look forward to when I can afford to send you a Christmas present. Because he has sent some now and then. Not every year, you know, when he can afford it, etc. And his answer was perfect. It wasn't, I look forward to getting Christmas presents. He's like, I look forward to you being able to afford that also. Because the bottom line is, it's not about the gift. It's about the thought.
My wife and I this year have set each other a budget for the presents we're buying each other of 30 quid. Now, that's not because it's not because we're broke. We could afford to be a bit more, well, considerably more generous than that if we wanted to be towards each other. But the reason we're not is partly because of that. For us, it's not about the gifts. For me, frankly, it's the fact that occasionally I get to have a bit more time off of work with my wife than normal, which is an absolute rarity for me and is treasure worth more than gold. But also it's because I could spend £200 or £300 or £400 on buying her presents, and she'd be just as grateful with the present I spend £30 on. So by setting a limit for each other, what that means is that the money we have got available for Christmas, we can buy more gifts for our friends, you know, or we can treat other people with stuff that otherwise we might have spent so much money on each other that we had nothing left to share the love around a bit. So it's different when on Christmases when we got the kids. We spend more money, obviously, because although they're teenagers, we still spoil them a little bit, you know.
By the way, Von Hegner earlier said the technical term is culture amnesia. One or two economists are saying that. Von Hegner says it's about the thought, T-H-O-T. I'm not sure what that is. Define it for me, bud. And then Bob says he's crying again. Every time I mention my family, he cries. Has he met my family or something? Because, yeah, they have that effect on people.
Sounds like
it. Okay, Kevin, go on. The floor is yours again, sir.
I think that's it. Yeah, just, you know, I agree with what you were saying about it's not about the presents. the problem is that we're kind of having this hammered into us. We're being brainwashed into thinking that it is. And really, to be honest, it's one of the least important factors of what you should be happy about at Christmas.
Right. And by agreeing on a price over there, wow, apparently I'm not up on my hip jive talk, yo.
Wow.
Yeah,
See, the thing that bothers me are the commercials geared to the children, where if your parents don't buy you this new big bad thing, you need to throw a fit because they suck.
And there are commercials like that where the kid literally throws a fit on the commercial, and I'm just like,
no.
Who the fuck thought this was a good idea?
Yeah.
There's commercials for the little oranges, and the kid cuts off its little stuffed horse head and puts it in the bed or throws a fit. And no, you're the child. No.
By the way, Wynn just said, we help out friends who truly need it this time of year with cash, but we don't do gifts. Yeah. You know what, though? It's a gift just to have you here on the show with us.
Absolutely.
And I sincerely mean that. It's
said like a true Christmas commercial.
But in all seriousness, this just makes the show that much more awesome to have you guys, even Bob, here interacting with us.
What are you trying to say about Bob?
There's something about
Free
Bob.
the Bob one.
But yeah, it's I don't know.
Well, we also celebrate holidays most people don't, like Groundhog's Day.
Oh, here's fun.
Arbor Day.
You Americans seem to have a fucking holiday for everything.
We do. Yeah, there's websites for it. So
I only say that, you fucking Americans, because obviously I'm deep-seatedly jealous because we don't celebrate anything over here. We're a sort of intrinsically morose country given to bouts of wistful melancholy.
Okay. Today's
we
holidays...
even have Pancake Day.
Today's holidays, by the way, are... Oh, no, I went to the wrong website. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on.
Damn it.
That's the porn website.
Yeah, there we go, yeah.
No, that was like fucking advertising and selling me shit. I don't want that. Let's see. You know what? Shut down. Stop it.
There's enough holidays and festivals around the world. Maybe we could genuinely do this. Let's toy with that idea of making the second thing for me that you can buy from a shop, me hating on a random holiday. Because frankly, I hate most holidays. I'm a chef. When everyone else is off having a holiday and enjoying themselves, the traditional times of the year you associate with getting shit-faced and having a jolly good time with your mates. I'm normally working like an absolute cunt somewhere, hating everybody.
There we go. I put the picture up over the screen of you humbugging the whole time you said that.
It's just funny.
Today
he works
is
like a cunt.
National Noodle Ring Day.
Noodle ring?
Apparently. What the hell is a noodle ring?
What is it?
At least it's not Nuva ring.
Sounds like something I'd need tablets from my doctor to cure.
It does. Let's see. Now, on the 12th, tomorrow, it's National Ambrosia Day, National Ding-a-ling Day, Gingerbread House Day, Poinsettia Day. What?
I like gingerbread.
Ding-a-ling Day? Is that like a Chuck Berry-inspired thing?
I want to say it is, even if it's not.
Callie, I think it is like SpaghettiOs. We'll just go with that. It sounds better.
Oh, okay. Right. Right, you have a national holiday to celebrate that. Only a nation of food-obsessed, like fast food junkies, would have a day celebrating spaghetti hoops.
Which, by the way, Von Hegner, every day in the VIP group, posts.
I've been posting.
Like today in history.
Yeah,
and he mentions
I love those posts.
Yeah, that's great.
Navy Dad.
I want some gingerbread cookies. I'm not very good at making them because I don't want to cook. But I like gingerbread. I need some.
Hold
I had two.
Gonna go into a song here. So we can start the third hour. So we got, of course, the intro, then Frenchie and the Punk with Halloween for Christmas coming up. We'll be back.
Be back.
Okay. And Ed's leaving.
I still want gingerbread cookies.
Yeah, and your hat looked great, by the way, when it was great. And as for...
Even Bob.
Bob says stop whining about our crappy Christmas. I don't have a crappy Christmas. I have good Christmases now. That's all there is to it.
Because of me?
Well, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Good answer.
It's all about you. To hell with the kid. We got some other folks who have joined us. Jamin is very quiet. Everything okay with it?
Hey, the folks.
Yeah, I'm not going to call them out unless they... Did you bake that hat?
Oh, you made the hat. Yeah. Cool.
Is it real gingerbread? Can we come eat your head?
That's dirty. Mm-hmm. I saw a hat I want. It matches your beaker hat.
Nice. Yeah, it does.
Apparently somebody crocheted that.
Maybe I'll go and change into my Christmas jumper in a minute.
You can wear that on Christmas Day.
I showed you my Christmas.
I probably will be.
Cardboard and craft foam, so we could eat it. It's just not going to be very digestible.
It's a little chewy.
So's Wookiee steak.
But lots of fiber. You're not wrong there. Yeah.
Nice. It's a nice. Kevin, what'd you post over here?
Oh, I'm just continuing to drop Christmas meme-based related stuff in the Facebook page.
That's funny.
That commercial can vote in the USA. True story.
Yeah, the one about the M&M's Christmas commercial. I haven't been on for 18 years.
There's that. Ed, are you standing up?
Yeah.
Have you been standing up the whole evening?
Up and down.
Hey, when I come to visit you, do you want a bar stool? It's a wooden bar stool, rectangular seat. Be a perfect height for you when you're doing this then.
I got one.
Okay. Do you have a use for another one?
No, got 3.
Yeah. I'm looking for... I don't like to just throw things away. I'm looking for somebody to give this bar stool to, because right now...
I gave it to him.
Never have guessed, Travis.
Well, if you would have never guessed Travis, what would you have guessed?
Who knows?
In 30 seconds, we'll be coming back to the stations. I like my steampunk bands that do these silly songs.
Which one are you playing now?
Frenchie and the Punk, Halloween for Christmas. But later I do have This Way to the Egress with Santa Baby. I like that version.
I really like her voice. Sarah has a great voice. I like their style. They're fun.
That's their style.
And they're crazy. I like them. They're fun to hang out with.
Okay. And we're back. That was Frenchie and the Punk with Halloween for Christmas. And we're continuing our third hour where we actually get inappropriate.
Fuck, cunt, shit, piss. Moving on.
Damn it.
I didn't know the devil was a gardener.
Really?
Yeah.
Based on what evidence? What have I missed? Where? He's a gardener of
Bob
souls.
says, Kevin, are you rolling? What are you rolling over there? Is that the devil's lettuce?
Which is what they call parsley that we put on potatoes when I worked at Outback. They called it the devil's lettuce.
One assumes he's referring to marijuana. No, it's drum gold rolling tobacco.
Why don't you show us that wonderful package again?
I'll show you my wonderful package. Where's the... Smoking increases the risk of blindness. So if you're a big fan of Talk of the Tavern, do not smoke. It may cause you to go blind. There are other things that will cause you to go blind that are more pleasurable than smoking. This has been a public service announcement.
What we're all about here.
Kevin, I'd hook you up, bro, but I think it's going to cost a hell of a lot more than $6.
There may be a couple of import questions as well, Ed.
Yeah.
One day I'll come to America and indulge my desire to discharge firearms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity's sake, I'm not. It's not like I'm a gun nut who can't get access to guns or anything like that, you know. And I've fired shotguns and air rifles and stuff before, but obviously in this country there's very strict laws on gun ownership. You have to belong to a club, etc. I don't have access to somewhere where I can go and shoot if I want. And I've never fired anything, for example, that has an automatic capability, that kind of thing. So it's just kind of like one of those bucket list things. I just want to say, yeah, I've done it. And that's not ever likely to happen in this country. So it's far more likely to happen if I come to the States at some point.
With that being said, everybody, you need to like tip, Patreon, do all that so we can bring Kevin here. So
imagine the shit we could do for the show while I was in America. God, the fun we could have. We take a camera and just go and video me talking to various shopkeepers around town, freaking everyone out by the fact that I don't sound American.
That would be funny. Hey, and Greg sees the note.
I'll put a bowler hat on, twirl a cane everywhere I go.
I have multiple bowler hats if you need one. And multiple walking sticks.
Canes.
Oh, I've just been invited to the Cross Time Saloon Endless Party 2018.
Nice.
I've been dubbed a lord for that. So
I've been dubbed a oh lord for that.
You're my consort.
I am. I can sort all over her. I can sort the laundry. I can sort the.
Yeah, that went downhill.
Yeah, tumbleweeds, please.
Nice.
That's what we need for this show in the sound effects. We need like blowing wind or the sound, you know, a rolling tumbleweed going past.
Devnall says, I have several long guns and pistols. They need to be fired more often. You got to be careful in this day and age when you say that, because the FBI will show up.
Yeah, just bear in mind the program we did on government surveillance a while back.
Yeah.
And everything that went wrong during it.
That having been said, pay money, bring me to America. I'll fire anything you fucking want. Stick that in your surveillance.
Great, I've got this employee. It's actually my boss.
You want me to fire them? Just no problem. I'll fire them, but I've got to stick a dodgy syrup on my head and do it in the style of Donald Trump. but in the style of Donald Trump, a la Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah, and they'll be like, "I'm sorry, technical difficulties. I need to leave."
The world's first ever alphabet firing.
He'd just be like, A, you're fired. B, you're fired. Hey, wait a minute. It was Donald Trump that fired people. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My pop culture is lacking.
Now he just fires the lot.
Get it.
You're right, Travis. You're a stray fly in the room or something?
No, not yet. I know right where my fly is.
Oh, okay. Wow, there you go. A moment of silence.
There we go. Nothing else has fallen down. I guess the ghost went to bed tonight.
Is this why she's
very tired?
Socks just slowly falling to pieces around her, one ornament at a time.
It could be. It's again, maybe that's part of the reason she's moving. The place is falling apart.
Well, she's got a really nice new location, so.
Yeah, she does.
That's dirty.
I'm gonna tip on that. Click on that tipping thing. I don't know if I've ever... Actually, I have looked at this, haven't I?
I don't know, have you? Show us your bits.
Yeah. We want those holiday emotes, so if we get enough bits, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have some... somebody bid it.
Hey, Greg. Thanks, Greg, man.
Hey.
Yeah, He just tipped us $1, which in Isle of Wight currency is like half a week's wages for him. So that's really kind. Thanks, Greg. We really appreciate that, dude.
No, he's a street entertainer. That's more like a, whole week.
Look at all the thing going across the screen. That's pretty cool. And there's a shark.
There's a shark. There's a shark.
There was. It went away. I saw it.
We're going to need a bigger show.
Oh, wow. He actually tipped by the tippity tip thing.
Yeah, tippity tip. Yeah.
Oh.
Everyone else is throwing their pizzas. Greg gives us just a tip. And it's enough for us.
Wow.
Huh.
We do
Corn pipe.
Now, Devnall, just so you know, Ed is smoking. He's actually vaping a pipe-shaped vapor.
Vape.
And yeah, I smoke this. I also do like pipe discussions on YouTube because for some reason people like to watch people smoke a pipe while they talk about really apparently anything.
Oh, and soon we're going to be doing a video together because I don't really smoke a pipe, so we're going to go over the basics, and I'm going to smoke a pipe.
But if you want to learn how to smoke a pipe, we could arrange that. I can. This sounds dirty, doesn't it? I should stop now.
Yeah, it does.
So anyhow, as I was saying, if you'd like to learn to smoke a pipe,
is that what we're doing Wednesday?
Or if any of the ladies out there want to send me a video, show me how they smoke pipe.
This is the third hour.
This is indeed the third hour. 10 minutes in. Come on,
Oh, Lord.
I need to move that shark. It doesn't show up well when it's over the that thing.
Yeah, it does. I
You're
saw
in
it.
trouble with your shark placement, Travis.
Can you read the words underneath it? Because it has words under it that says thank you to
I didn't know.
Greg or whoever does whatever. So yeah, I need to move that shark. I'll do that later. Let me make a note.
Shark Week.
Move your shark. I'll just write that right above the heart I have with Greg's name in it. Mm-hmm. And then Kevin says,
well, but see, Greg tipped us because you were drawing hearts with his name in it. Do that for everybody. Maybe they'll tip us too.
Okay. Now, should I use their real name or their
whatever
login name? Because if I don't know names, I just get to make it up.
Just make it up. It's okay.
Bubba.
Apparently, they're all named Greg.
Greg.
It's just easier that way.
No.
Are you happy breathing there, Kevin?
Travis, you'll be glad to know I also got invited to the Cross Time Saloon Endless Party, so you and I can have a good old cross-dressing what time or whatever together.
You need to come out here for that, for MarsCon.
I certainly need. See, this is what we've always said. If I do come over, I would love to be able to time it with a convention as well, so we could do like one of the Talk of the Tavern live broadcasts from a convention. Bring the crazy Brit in for one. That'd be great fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have an extra room, so you and them can come out. Come on.
When's MarsCon?
January. 12th, 13th, 14th.
Not entirely sure I can get the money together by then. Which
start
is a
walking.
shame.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll just start strolling now, yeah. If I hold my breath long enough, I might not drown before I reach Ireland.
Why would you head like northwest instead of just straight west?
He's not going to ask for directions.
Oh, my bad.
I need to pick up some whiskey in Ireland on the way.
There we go.
Does anybody want to sponsor Kevin to come to America just for this convention?
Just for shits and gigs. No other reason. I'll come to your neighbourhood and do something British for you.
What, have tea?
Yes. I'll even drink it with my little finger crooked out like this. I'll tell you everything I know about the Queen.
No, you don't do that. See, I'm doing a tea etiquette workshop at this convention. That's a no-no. Put your pinky down.
Oh, see, he said come to Gasparilla. Now, if you wait, they don't have the 2018 date set.
He'll form a line.
Well, there's a Gasparilla Pirate Festival there.
Oh.
Perhaps it's set for January 27th, 2018.
I will indeed form a line or indeed queue politely for anything that I'm required to attend. I'm happy to form a one-man queue.
Okay, I've got to go take notifications off that event because everybody's like, let me type in that event now.
What event?
The cross
I'm big enough to form a one-man queue. I could certainly force a queue by just standing in front of a doorway, because then you're fucked. There's no getting past.
Okay. So let's see. Notifications. Where is it? There we go. I will set it for host updates. Do it that way. And then go see what else Kevin posted in the Facebook event page.
Yeah,
nice. Massage. Okay, let's go into we got a song. What do we got? Oh yeah, we got that. We'll be right back. Here's some This Way to Egress Santa Baby.
Yay!
What was that? Did they run into a wall?
Who?
I don't know. I heard something slam out there. It could have been a trunk, but I don't see anybody.
It was the ghost.
I like the fact Navy Dad says I should come over for July 4th.
Yeah, you could shoot a gun.
There you go.
Then you guys get a bit twitchy. Then you guys get a bit twitchy on July 4th about English people with guns.
No.
Oh, Von Hegner's gone to bed. He's about to fall over. Good night.
Good night, sir. See you
Thanks
next week.
for dropping by. Been a pleasure as always, mate.
Absolutely.
I don't care. Britain's proud supplier of independence days to 85 different countries.
Yeah. They dole out like it's nothing.
Yeah. You think you're special. You're just, yeah.
Here's independence for you. Here's independence for you. Here's some independence for you. So I hear you've got a new mountain.
Is that what you call it?
Kev?
Really?
Yeah.
I've not heard this. We have a new boy here in the UK. One just sprang up.
Something like that. Give me a second while I go find it for you real quick.
So I'm on a Mount. Oh, you on about Mount Hope, installed as UK's highest peak. Satellites have confirmed it. Apparently, hang on, I'm just looking at this. Yeah, a new highest mountain. Peak is almost 400 meters taller than previously thought, confirmed by new satellite data. It's not in Britain, though. Mount Hope in the British Atlantic Territory.
Yeah, it still belongs to you.
Yeah,
Close enough.
Talking about remnants of the former empire. Still dwarfing the highest mountain in the British Isles, which is still Ben Nevis, which is a mere 1,345 meters.
Well, there you
go.
I like your sloth, if you know what I mean.
Thanks. Getting my sloth out.
Yeah, you are.
I like a sloth action.
Let's see, I'm going to go spray some sloth all over the screen.
Oh, no.
And one raccoon.
What?
I don't see the
sloth. I'm gonna post one more Christmas meme just because that exhausts all the ones that I'd picked up ready for the show tonight, and then I can stop posting them.
Hold on, make sure we're not out of a song. I don't see the sloth. Where'd you find the sloth?
It's in the emoticons.
Well, thanks for narrowing that down.
Yeah. I just clicked on emoticons, then all, and then scroll down, and it's on the left-hand side, second column in, just below the rainbow face.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Serious sloth.
I typed in the search. I typed in the search box for sloth. Hey.
There we go.
Hey, that's a froze.
There's going to be a whole lot of sloths coming up in a moment.
There's sloths all over the chat box. Getting our sloth out. I like it.
Look at him, there we go.
See, I'm not seeing it yet. Damn it.
They're bouncing everywhere.
My sloth is slow.
Oh, there's a gecko.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, now they're gone.
I can show you my screen. They still haven't come on my screen yet.
Oh.
Boom.
Okay, gotta come back here. And welcome back to everybody who's listening on White Party Radio
Hi.
and Radio Real.
Hey, peoples.
Hey, everyone.
I like looking at the new follower's name. Cool name.
Huh?
Karen Nerds Out. Nice. Yeah.
How do you do that?
Look up top. You see the best
No.
Excuse me.
Pixel. New follower, Cute Lightning. New follower,
I see nothing.
Humongous 23. Bragger.
Mm.
You don't see it up above the pictures?
I'm just looking at pictures of gas
Oh,
bullets.
it's going across there. I got you. Never mind. I'm looking in the wrong spot.
Yeah, you'll see you're on the Big Tipper. What's that?
This whole pirate festival thing looks like a right chuckle.
Yeah.
Looks pretty awesome. In fact, there's 2 or 3 of my good friends who are well-known pirates at a lot of local events, because living on an island when the tourist season's on, there's a lot of the smuggler history of the island plays into a lot of the tourist spots. So I have several friends who are entertainers who do other stuff. Not Greg doesn't do it, but like Greg, people who do things like circus entertainment, but also supplement their work by performing as costumed role players at local theme parks and stuff like that.
I like Greg the best. He tipped. When you tip there, it goes straight to PayPal.
He slipped us the tip.
Yeah, he did.
We were grateful for it.
I'm curious to see the second episode.
I know. Is it up yet, Greg? Is it up yet? Did you get it up?
Maybe Dad's going to change his screen name to Richard Fitzwell.
Oh.
Can you change your screen name after you
Why not just change it to Hugh G. Rection?
I don't think you can change it. I don't know.
Excuse me.
That's weird.
I noticed yours has a period on it.
Oh.
So many jokes. So
little time.
So little time for it in the third hour.
Yeah.
So I'm developing an almost pathological hatred of turkey already.
The food or the country?
The food. No, not the country. I have no problem with Turkish people. Normally, generally, by a rule of thumb, find them quite welcome and opening, although prepared to skin their grandmother for a buck. But
That's
no,
creepy.
I'm so sick of the sight of Christmas dinners already.
We have turkeys out here. They run around.
We're not just doing Christmas functions, so like your office party where you book from and come and have the Christmas menu with all the table laid nice with crackers and stuff like that. We have a walk-in festive menu, so at any time of the day, from the moment we start serving food first thing in the morning to literally, I'm talking 10 a.m. as soon as breakfast finishes, all the way through to 10 o'clock at night. Any fucker now for the whole of the month can walk in off the street and order a Christmas turkey dinner.
No.
My life is full of preparing sprouts and carving turkey and despising everything.
Sprouts?
Roasted potato based. Brussels sprouts.
Oh, Brussels sprouts. Okay. I thought you were serving bean sprouts with your turkey. That's nasty.
That's culturally. I know it's culturally different over there, but for us, Brussels sprouts are very much a traditional accompaniment to a Christmas roast dinner.
Because they look like turkey balls.
They're one of my favorite vegetables.
They are one of my least favorites.
Oh, you just don't like the flavor.
I found one recipe where I made it with this recipe, and I couldn't stop eating the damn things. But any other way, they've been pretty nasty.
What was the recipe?
If you wrap them in bacon and deep fry them.
Well, I mean, that's going a bit far, but yeah, I do something similar with mine. So I mean, you can do them just as a normal vegetable for a roast dinner, but I do something different as a dish that we have warm on Christmas Day, which is that I parboil the sprouts so they're still almost not quite raw, but still very al dente in the center, and then chill them in the fridge for a day. And then on the day, I halve them, and then I just pan fry them in a little oil with some lardons of pancetta and some chestnuts, and a little sprinkling of lemon thyme over the top. And I just pan fry that and serve it as a warm side.
The way I do it, fresh, they can't be frozen. Fresh Brussels sprouts, quarter them, put them in a bowl or a bag, and then if you want to cheat, you can use Lipton onion soup mix. If you don't, you put whatever seasoning you want on it, a little bit of oil, shake them up so they're nice and coated, put them in the oven, bake them at 350 for 35, 40 minutes. Very good. Oh, see, that's kind of what Win there just said. But maple
The way
syrup?
I make them, right in the trash. Perfect.
I don't know.
can see the sweetness of maple syrup going quite nicely with them, though. Because they've got quite an irony, concentrated flavour to them, which is what puts some people off of it. So I can see those flavours going well together.
Oh no, hopefully it works. Make it work, Ian.
It's a myth. I'm not really all that crazy about chicken.
We have turkeys in the yard sometime. Does that count as a yard bird?
We have chickens in the yard sometimes too, actually.
And cow and pig.
Goat.
Hey, it's
So
every animal.
Christmas is cheap for you guys then.
Yeah.
And dog, if we ever want, Asian food.
It's like a strolling buffet past the window. Like today's selection is beef.
Yeah.
We're gonna beef. We'll let that one go.
That's why we don't eat much lobster. They don't stroll past the window.
No. Just click clack, click clack.
They tap dance past the window, apparently.
Nice.
Have to video that.
They dance if you don't kill them before you drop them in the pan.
Oh, just like people.
Oh. Yeah.
Awkward.
Awkward silence.
Oh, next week.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to say, let's talk about next week.
I was just going to tell everyone that I have been learning how to make fried chicken, skillet fried chicken. It's turning out okay.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
I have a recipe that I found that I tried out that's pretty accurate that actually makes chicken taste like KFC.
Is that soaking it in milk before you coat it?
No, I tend to do that anyway because that's kind of how I was taught, because obviously it makes the skin nice and soft and malleable, so your coating doesn't slide off of it. It sticks nicely to it. But yeah, it's to do with like the blend of so much measurement of this spice to that spice and stuff just to get that kind of flavor balance right. It's essentially just a shit ton of pepper. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, it's thanks to Kevin that I make... Kevin, you were here earlier when I was talking about filet mignon, right?
Yeah.
And Ed, you like steak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I found it for like $7.99 a pound. And I found New York strip for $4.99 a pound. So, got some of that. Then I found some London broil in it. It was like, I don't know, $2.49 a pound.
So when you come over, he'll cook.
Yeah, for a second I had the moment of, oh, I'd be nervous cooking for Kevin. Then I'm like, no, I've known enough chefs. They're like, no, I'm just glad somebody else fucking cooked. Thank you.
Yeah, you pretty much nailed it on the head. Yeah,
people always really think that we're gonna.
People always think that we can't leave the job alone. That we're all Gordon Ramsay. That we want to come in and we're going to be over your shoulder, wanting to taste everything, telling you to season it, criticizing your food. We don't give a fuck. We spend our entire life bending over backwards to produce wonderful food for people who generally don't give much of a flying fuck about it. If they do, you don't get to hear about it. So sometimes a thankless job. We're just glad somebody else wants to put the effort into cooking for us. You could serve me up something bland and horrible, and simply the fact that I haven't had to fucking cook it is enough for me.
Okay, we'll take you to McDonald's. That's not bland.
No.
They add a lot of salt.
It's different here. It's way different here than over there.
A lot more flavor.
Because they put like beef flavoring in the fries and stuff to make them yummy.
I don't care. McDonald's can suck my fat dick.
Well, for
If you-
$1.99 and a
they
Happy Meal,
might.
they probably will.
They
They
might
probably
well
will.
be.
Yeah.
They'll be, would you like fries with that, sir? Go up to the next window and unzip.
No, I just like a large shake.
Well, when you're done, at least.
Uh,
or for Andrea. She'll be like car dancing and doing the ball jiggle movement.
How dance in the car. Now you know.
You want to talk about next week now, or you want to wait till the end of the show?
Oh no, it's kind of towards the end of the show.
Well, you talk about it now. Okay, so we had one guest lined up who they were a bit concerned that we're a little too racy for them, so they have ever so politely stepped down. On the other hand, I did some work on a website. I wrote a graphic novel. I ghostwrite it, so I'm not going to name the graphic novel, etc. But the guy who hired me to do this, who was very pleased with the work, I'm happy to say, he made a board game named Lair, had a successful Indiegogo campaign, like made $11,000-$12,000 on it.
It's like Hasbro Workshop or something.
Yeah, and he had a chance to sell it to Hasbro, which I don't know if he did or didn't. But talking to him, I'm like, you want to be on the show? He's like, sure.
Yeah, Greg.
Yeah, Greg.
Too racy.
Yeah. Well, especially when she did a 5K just the other day.
She's really racy.
Wow.
With a gingerbread house on her head.
I'd show you how racy I am, Greg, but I've been told off before for getting my naked breasts out on Twitch. So apparently it violates some kind of rules or something. So.
No, they've moved it now. We can't find it anymore.
You said they've moved it. Did Ricky Shehorn suddenly pop up again there?
Not so well. It depends where you are in the Rappahannock River, Ian.
Yeah.
If you're at the mouth, it's great. If you're like in Fredericksburg, no, inner tube only. Otherwise, you're grounded. It's just like.
Well, it depends on time of year.
That's true too.
Yeah, the river to Rapidan Rapids it's awesome kayaking through there.
And again, do you mean boating, kayaking? What are you talking about here?
That's true. Yeah.
There's a lot. Yeah.
And it's a big river, so whatever kind of boating you want to do, you just got to bring your boat to the right place.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Monday we're going to have, or next Monday, not this Monday, not now. We're going to have Christopher Westmoss on the show, and he's an artist and did a board game, and generally seems like a laid-back, fun guy. We'll see if we can scare him off, or else if he makes it all the way through.
We're trying not to cause him technical difficulties.
Mm-hmm. Thursday, I'm going to test Skype with him. He's actually buying us a pair of headsets just to be on the show. So, and he's Canadian,
awesome.
So it's another foreigner. It's another person Britain gave freedom to. Sort of.
I'm not entirely sure we can take claim for all of Canada's freedom. I'm sure there were some other countries about.
16-foot flat-bottom cruiser. I knew a girl like that.
Oh.
I've got Queen's Fat Bottom Girls playing in my head.
They made a song about her.
Flat-bottom girls. That'd be a white girl in skinny jeans, right?
Or mom jeans.
Smell
ass
of
at all.
pumpkin spice and desperation.
Is that one of the new Spice Girls?
Yeah, pumpkin spice, yeah. It's the one formerly known as ginger spice. The colours just spread.
And she put on a little weight.
Yeah, they overdid the fake tan a bit.
She's actually Trump's niece. Nothing, Ed?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Ed's sleepy.
Yeah. Just a wee bit.
Did you have a long day?
I've been up since 1:30
AM or PM?
a.m.
Damn, man.
Why?
Yeah, that was the first thing that leapt into my head.
Woke up. Couldn't
Yeah,
sleep.
I got to sympathise there, Ed. I've
Yep.
suffered from insomnia most of my life, so it's not like I can sit here and take the piss about getting up at stupid times in the morning. For fuck's sake, it's 25 to 4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. I went to
And
bed.
I'm probably more awake now than Ed is.
I went to bed between 3 and 3:30, and then woke up at 5:30 to take my kid to school. But I did come back home, and by 9 I was back in bed for another 3 or 4 hours.
My only consolation is that numerous internet articles have told me that people who don't sleep very often are often highly intelligent, and I read it on the internet, so it must be true.
It's true. And Wynn has to be up at 4 a.m. Yeah, well, you'll get your 5 hours sleep.
When that sucks, I feel for you. I do my share of breakfast shifts because I work on a rotation basis, and so I have to get up at 5:30 in the morning when it's bitterly cold and walk along the seafront to the castle, as you do.
He used to ride a horse bare-chested, but that's only in the spring and summer.
Too cold right now.
Look back, I'm on a horse.
Since he no longer has hair that flows out behind him, they're like, no more horse for you, mister.
Yeah, the horse has the mane, not me anymore. If you'd seen me in the late 80s and early 90s, it would have been a different story. I was going through my grunge phase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went through a horse phase. I grew a mane.
Now he shaves his back.
Mm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
We talk of the next talk of the Tavern promotional thing. I'll shave your company's logo into my back for $50. Walk around bare-chested.
So the cats broke one of the Christmas lights, but they didn't break. They just broke the tip off. I think somebody broke it off, and I went to try to pull it out, and it wouldn't come out because it was just a shard of broken glass. So I cut like 3 different places on the tip of my finger. So lighting this lighter all night has been a bitch.
It's the price you pay for not being a good rampant consumer and just throwing the lights away and buying a new set.
They were brand new.
Yeah, so
We
they're
just have
fucked now.
cats. That's true.
Fun. They're now disposable. Throw them away. Buy another one. It's Christmas, for fuck's sake. Stop letting us die.
So, Andrea, should we put up lights outside this year, or is it too late?
Never too late, but it just depends on if there's still snow on the roof.
We can leave them up till like March or June or next year, because we live in the country and it's
Nobody knows.
it's okay.
Nobody comes out here. Just the cows that run in the yard with the chickens and the turkey.
It's like a farm orgy.
I'm seeing a possible way we could tie in me wanting to fire guns with you having a constant parade of livestock through your yard.
It's what's for dinner.
This is like the ultimate real life version of going to one of those fancy restaurants where you pick your lobster from the tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. Only we don't have lobster.
And if they did, they'd tap dance with little hats, remember?
You have any lambs nearby? Just lamb.
No,
Lamb is
goat.
one of my favorites.
I know where llama
might be.
is.
Goat's good. I can do a good goat curry.
Yeah, you can.
Here's the hat for the lobster.
That's the bowler Kevin can wear when he comes over.
Yeah. Dink. Evening, Mom.
It came off of one of the alcohols we have.
There's a gin called Broker's Gin, and it comes with a little bowler cap, and they fit perfectly on your collectible action figures, the 12-inch ones, Ed. So you can
And
put
my
one
Barbie
on like
doll.
Han Solo. Did I say Han Solo?
I'm thinking that would definitely be about the right size to balance on a snake's head for the usual seasonal snake shots.
That's true. Maybe we'll have to send you some at some point.
I have to stress I'm not normally a fan of posing my snakes for photographs with stuff.
Until now.
Quinn says I have crawfish in the stream in our yard, sort of like lobster. That would be yard lobster. I still have to create highlights for like the past 2 shows. I might just take what Ed sent me for that one and then just skip 2 weeks worth of him because I haven't been writing down things.
Slack.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just shout clip at you more often.
Yeah.
You can clip the one about the buffet across our yard.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to find it.
I don't know what the time is, but
I don't even know what hour that was in.
10 minutes ago.
I think it was third hour, right?
It is. Yeah. It's like 10 minutes ago. Who knows?
Narrows it down enough. It's only an hour of footage to scroll through.
Yeah, it's not too hard.
Say about 10:30.
Oh, speaking of which, it's time for our last song here. Oh, so here's this is actually a musician that Gail Carriger recommended, and I went on to Bandcamp, and he had like a ton of stuff for free, and he was amusing, so I went, oh, cool, let's get it all. So here's John Anello with the Millennium Falcon for Christmas. I'll be right back.
One time at Bandcamp?
You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back.
You see that thing where Google Earth found the Falcon hidden here in the UK where they've been filming the Star Wars film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the shipping containers around it.
Shipping containers hidden around it, yeah.
That's great.
Busted by Google Earth. My friend, my mate watches a lot of shitty TV shows. He's not into the whole conspiracy theory thing, but he watches a lot of these weird programs about, is this a natural rock formation or evidence that aliens were here on Earth, that kind of buzz, because he finds it amusing rather than because he buys into it. And I was up there the other night, and I can't remember what the program was called, but it was some weird thing where Rob Lowe was taking his sons out in some boat where he'd hired a deep sea submersible because he was researching rumors of giant hidden submarine pens or something that had supposedly shown up on Google Earth, these pillars, and he'd heard rumors as a kid that there were these big like natural subterranean caverns under the city, and there were rumors that the US Navy were storing nuclear subs in them. I'm like, this guy's got way too much fucking money.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
Yeah, it's just, I've got an oceanographing boat with a deep sea submersible, and we've borrowed them for a week. I'm like, yeah, how much does that fucking cost you? I'll ring them up tomorrow. I fancy a week-long jolly in a deep sea submersible. I just see what's in the bank. The look on Travis's face. What did I miss? Come back to deep sea submersibles.
Let's see what's in the bank.
Yeah.
Right. So, Ian, are you making a trip here to Virginia and bringing a boat with you when you do? Because if so, we'll actually find where a better place is for
your
3-foot draft minimum. More than, 12 feet. Put it right there. It won't go anywhere.
Go on, just drop her. Should be fine.
Oh. Quoi? Что?
I don't know. Are we still in the song?
Yeah. Why did Devnall say that you're Mr. Bean, Kevin?
Presumably because I'm British.
Did you do something beanish? No, can you do Zazu? They're making a CG Lion King. They're remaking it.
Yeah.
They already have it cast and everything. See, it doesn't feel like it was all that long ago that it came out. I realized it was like...
Funny enough, I had this conversation with Kirk just yesterday. He dropped down to see me, and we were talking about... I can't remember what it was. He named some other movie that they're making a remake of, and we were like, Jesus, they didn't do one that long ago. It's almost like we're remaking remakes. And I said to him, I've got this theory that we're copying ideas and cinematic concepts at such a ridiculous rate now because there's so little new content, new script writing compared to people trying to rehash old ideas. That it's just going to end up being this exponential curve where eventually there's going to be so many copies of copies of copies that everything begins to look the same. And I think it's just genuinely going to implode. 6 years from now, everyone will be into Indonesian panpipe cinema or something, just because it's the only thing out there that's not repetitive garbage you've seen 100 times before.
Did you hear that?
I hope so anyway, so I've just invested my entire Bitcoin fortune in the pan flute market. So.
Sweet, you're pushing for it.
Yeah.
Fox and Disney are back in talks for Disney to get Fox, which means they'll get a lot more than just the Marvel movies. They'll also get like Alien and all these other.
Oh God.
But it also might mean that we get the Fox 20th Century Fox back in front of Star Wars.
Oh.
But yeah.
I've been waiting. See, this is the big one. I've been waiting for them to fuck up.
What's that?
Is that so far no one's had the balls to try and remake any of the Alien franchise.
It's because
the first person who does is panning for failure. There's only 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's the denial theory that after the first 2 movies, none of them existed.
Let's go with that. I don't know. I haven't watched the latest one. Have you guys watched the latest one?
Yes, I've watched all of them.
And
I'm a big fan of the genre backstory. I liked it. I really liked it.
Good.
I can see some people criticised it because I think they were hoping after Prometheus that there was going to be a bit more of a return to the horror and suspense and creature angle of it. And there is and there isn't. It's more of a cerebral film than a visceral one.
Okay.
But I really enjoyed it because I'm trying not to give any spoilers for it, but
Appreciate it.
What
do you think of Prometheus?
I enjoyed that a lot.
Oh, okay.
Because it expanded upon it's. I like anything where you get the original story and then somebody takes the time to draw back and show you that actually there's a bigger picture, which is I kind of think what Prometheus did, because there was always this concept from day one that the alien story was way more complex than what you were seeing from the first 1 or 2, even the first few movies, that these things have been around for a long time. They were designed for a purpose, and that purpose didn't necessarily have humanity as its intended target. We just happened to stumble across them, and this is just one encounter that all kinds of different races have had with the alien species over the decades, or whatever, millennia.
Andrew just redeemed a stick it. Who has to stick it? Who tells people? Is that Ed or you?
It's Ed. It's his face.
Oh, that's Ed's face? Oh, there it is on the screen. Okay. So, Ed, you want to tell Andrew where to stick it?
Where to stick it or what to stick it?
Well, I think she's supposed to... How's it? You read the description, Andrea?
I did.
No, apparently not.
No, it just says, tell Ed an item and he'll tell you where to stick it. A candy cane. Christmas candy cane. You're welcome.
Yeah, well, take that little red and white ribbon candy cane and make some, turn it into chocolate.
Then it comes out like that.
If the Sith did candy.
Nobody redeems that. More people should redeem that. Because you get 2 shots for every 5 minutes. Is that what it is?
10 minutes, I think.
10, yeah.
Yeah, every 10 minutes you listen.
Oh, every 10 minutes.
You've automatically racked up 2 shots, so you don't have to pay any money for all these sound effects and for redeeming these little gifts from the hosts.
Yeah, but don't do that shit on a sleepy night, man.
I have over 1,800 shots.
Angry about something, then get him to tell you where to stick it. It's much more fun.
I have over 1,800 shots, so I'm trying to spend some of them.
Well, look at you shotaholic.
Yeah.
She can keep
I
herself
listen a
busy
lot,
for
apparently.
A long time.
Yeah, at least 10 minutes. Talk amongst yourself.
Yes. I'm just watching the viewer count, seeing if it climbs or falls during this.
Touche.
I'm glad I turned all the sound levels down on all the things there. I felt like it needed it. Okay, so we got 10 minutes left here. Wrap up the show.
The holidays suck ass. I want to come to America and play a convention. Send me money for Christmas. Make me feel better about the season. Give me a reason to enjoy Christmas for once.
It's the last hour win. This is what happens the last hour if the topic doesn't carry itself through.
Everybody's tired.
Yeah, throw something out there. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
10 to 4 in the morning, and I'm as fresh as a spring chicken.
Hey, there's a chicken in the yard.
Right next to the tap dancing yard lobster.
Yard lobster. You should clip that.
Clip that.
I'm just loving the fact that somewhere on a piece of paper, Travis is writing "clip yard lobster."
we had multiple yard lobster references, so yeah.
Last 10 minutes.
Okay, so Wednesday, don't forget to join us Wednesday morning and or afternoon, because we're going to be doing a couple broadcasts as we drink and review alcohols.
Which could be more than interesting.
It could be. We'll see how it
It'll
goes.
be something.
We might not be leaving at 3, Ed. We'll see how that works out. We'll sit outside in the car.
What time are you theoretically planning on starting? I'll be at work, but I'm a few hours ahead of you. I might be able to catch you in my afternoon break before I do. What have I got Wednesday? 160 odd turkey dinners.
That's a lot of turkey.
That's an average party night for us because we're a castle with a big function room, so we get a lot of the bigger businesses nearby that have large numbers of employees because we're one of the only venues in our town anyway that handles that kind of numbers.
Let me ask you, with your turkey dinner, now do you cook a whole turkey and then slice it up, or is it people getting like a leg or a breast or a thigh? How's it work?
Okay, so no, it's the crown, so that's both breasts come on the carcass, so it's been cooked on the bone, but with the wings and the legs removed, and they go off to be processed for other cheaper turkey bowls and stuff. So we're only cooking the crowns, and then they're removed from the bone and sliced. And then we have a very expensive, enormous oven. Essentially, for the big functions, what we do is we have a regeneration function on the oven. So the dinner is made and everything but the roast potatoes and the pigs in blankets, which obviously need to be crispy. But your vegetables and your turkey and everything is on the plate, and it goes onto a rack, and the rack system actually rolls into the oven, and you can shut the door on it. And then it has a special regeneration program. So once the starters have gone out, you just literally start the program on the oven, and it warms all the food up, but keeps it steamed and moist as well. And then we have this literally, it's like a thermal jacket. There's a bag that goes over the top of the rack when it comes out of the oven. That's essentially like a big thermos blanket. It keeps all the heat in, and it has little zips in the front that you unzip. So you unzip and you take the plates out a few at a time, so it keeps all the food hot. So we can transfer large numbers out fast, and we just add all the crispy, freshly cooked bits onto the top of it as it goes, and dress it with gravy as we go. So it's kind of like a well-assembled machine line. You know, when we do functions like that, every chef's got his job. So one of us is plating stars, one's dressing, one's getting the next course hot. So we've got it down by now. It's the Christmas dance is how we refer to it, because everyone knows I start here, then I go to section B and I do this, then I go over there, then I go outside, smoke, swear, and drink. Then I come back in and dress desserts.
So how many turkeys does it take to make 160 turkey dinners?
I suppose I'm working off. You get an average of, depending on each slice, 8 to 10 breasts, 8 to 10 portions out of a breast, so around, say, 16 to 20 off of each turkey. So.
Okay, so about 10 turkeys.
Yeah, round about, yeah.
10 or less. Okay, when we do our raid when we leave, should we raid Bob Ross or Lady Orange?
Just raid Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Let's do it.
That'll be easy to remember. What? Regeneration, a whole new Doctor Who as a female. Oh, did they start that? Well, isn't the next Doctor Who going to be female?
Possibly talking about me referring to regeneration on the oven. Yeah.
Could be. It's yeah. Okay. Well,
yeah. That's how Doctor Who regenerates. He comes down to the castle where I work. We pop him in the oven for exactly 12 minutes on program cycle B4. Yeah.
It's a nice castle. I've been there. Ordered a pint.
Have fun storming it. Okay. So we got 5 minutes left. Let's do our closing toast and get set up for the raid. Yeah. Here's to the random crap that makes up the show. And here's to the folk that stayed for it.
Here's the random crap and not
Thank
paying
you all.
Christmas prices for it.
Here.
Bah humbug.
That's right. Hold on. We got that picture still. We'll just put that up there for a moment. Take that back down. Oh. And next week we'll have Christopher Westmoss with us. And we're going to be talking about... It'll be a very random show next week, too. Because since I don't actually know him, I don't want to stick to one topic too much. I want to be able to be flexible in case, one topic.
They're always the best shows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Question for you there, Kevin.
Oh, hello. What's come up there?
How's your sticky toffee pudding?
Do you know what? I don't do one on the menu at the place where I am, but the one that I do, my particular recipe that I use for it when I'm making it is absolutely awesome. And the key to mine is using medjool dates, because of all the dates that I've used in sticky toffee pudding are the ones that come with the most natural caramelization of flavor when you use them. So they add a real lovely toffee-ish heavy underlayer to it. So yeah, that's my little tip there. Sticky toffee pudding, medjool dates.
I like Heath bars. They have toffee in it.
The fuck is a Keith bar?
Heath.
Yeah, bar.
Heath.
Keith. How do you spell that?
Heath, like Heath Ledger.
Oh, Heath. Heath bar.
Yeah.
It's like
It's not made out of
like
Heath Ledger,
a
though.
slab of turf and clover.
It's a slab of toffee covered with chocolate. And there might be a layer
Yeah.
of caramel. I don't remember. Is there a layer of caramel on top? I like it.
No.
But
Chewy
think-
caramel, hard caramel.
hard. The whole thing is hard. It's you just
So
put
like-
a dart bit in your mouth and you're just like,
You guys have dime bars?
do we have what bars?
No.
Dime bars? That's
Yeah.
marijuana,
Good
isn't
We
it?
have 100 grand.
We do.
Dime bars, not dime bags.
They're similar. They just, hard them into it. Where is Bob during all this conversation?
I don't know. He hasn't left yet, so.
I know. I just went and
He's
checked.
obviously not listening.
Your dates come from Walmart. Wow, you pick up the cheap women.
It's on sale.
I'd like somebody
Okay.
angry and not well groomed. I'm going to Walmart.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't like dates because they look like cockroaches.
Yeah, he won't eat them.
No. Yeah, I kind of see where you're coming from there, but honestly, it's if you want a good sticky toffee pudding, that's the trick, is getting some finely diced dates into the mix. And also I use coffee. I normally use like a couple of shots of particularly strong flavored espresso, just to give it that really nice dark natural flavor in.
Yeah, that's right. Go, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves a bit of brown sugar.
Mhm.
That putty is awesome.
Oh.
I love the fact that Kevin is constantly talking, but he still types stuff in also.
I'm trying to keep up with all the bases. Yeah,
I have so much to say, I'm going to type and talk at the same time.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, what are we looking at here? We're looking at, okay, we
2
got
minutes.
about 90 seconds, and I got a 45-second outro. Okay, here's what I'll say. Everybody listening on White Party Radio, Radio Real, thank you for joining us. Make sure you also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, join us on Twitch, send us money, write my mom, she misses you, and all that.
Watch all the old episodes on YouTube, and
Yeah.
thank you for supporting the 2 radio stations that support us.
Absolutely.
So while listening to us, listening to other fantastic programs from both Radio Real and White Party Radio.
There we go. Now I'm going to do the outro for them, then I'll do the outro for Twitch. Okay, let's let them go.
Bye.
Goodbye. Okay, now for you folks on Twitch, this actually ain't for you. Thanks for joining us. We'll do the raid in just a second. For you folks watching on YouTube after the fact, make sure you like the videos over there or wherever I put them. I don't fucking know.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Like us.
Yeah.
Comment.
They're there.
Okay, now we're going to do
I'm there.
/raid Bob Ross.
I've always wanted to raid Bob Ross. It's been a secret fantasy of mine.
Okay, it only has follower or subscriber only chat. But yeah, you guys can head over there. It says 3 raiders. Okay, so these are people joining. We do the raid so it builds community and they see us come in and they like us and hopefully do the same thing back. I doubt Bob Ross is going to do it because he's dead.
Aww.
Oh, damn it, man.
I'm curious. The timer's going down. Bud, we're going to see you next week, right? Going to join us again next week? Because we appreciate that you listened to the vodcast and then came and listened to the live show afterwards. That was awesome. That's what we were talking about you earlier when we spoke about you. There's the Bob Ross. There you go.
Oh, yay.
So, Devnall, we expect to see you next week with your warm Tampa ass. Well, that sounded weird. It's only lukewarm. It's not a hot ass. It's just a warm one. Way to close the show, Travis. There we go. And we're over in Bob Ross. Okay, let me stop the streaming. Where's that thing?